I've been walking through the fire with my head up hard aligned. Every scar became a scripture, every tear a deeper sign. They try to silence the truth, try to ban what's real and right, but the louder they deny us, the brighter we ignite. All is standing on his word, fact is standing on the line. Still we do it for the people, still we never waste the time. They counted us out, but we counted the cost. Never lost a mission, even when we lost a lot. Truth in our lungs, hope in our stride. We don't move with fear, we move with God inside. Still untouchable, can't break what's chosen. Still untouchable, truth stays spoken. Our hands to the sky, feel the rise when we come through. Still untouchable, we level up for you. Hey. Untouchable, we rise. Untouchable, for the truth. Untouchable, hey. Step is elevation, still grounded where we came. We don't fall for reputation, we don't run from saying names. Organ crying like a prayer, violence know how it feels. Tambourine shaking the ceiling, every note remind what's real. They said power changed the soul, but it sharpened our resolve. If we eating, then the people. If we winning, then it's all. No crown without the weight, no shine without the scars. We speak light into the dark, turn the wounds into the art. Still untouchable, heaven knows us. Still untouchable, doors stay open. From the struggle to the summit we break through. Still untouchable, we rise for the truth. Untouchable, right. Untouchable, right. Untouchable, hey. Untouchable, untouchable, oh. Untouchable, hey. Untouchable. I sing for the ones who've been silenced, I cry for the nights we survived. Every note is a promise kept. We are proof that faith multiplies. Oh, we don't bow. Oh, we ascend. Ooh, when truth calls, we answer again. Untouchable. Hear the anthem. Untouchable. Feel the momentum. Choir in the back, violins lift the roof. Still untouchable. Untouchable. We do it for the youth. Untouchable. Level up. Untouchable. Still chosen, never falling. Untouchable. Still standing, still rising, still untouchable.
This is my way of how I would get girls and this, that, and other, this, that, and other. Bruh, the last thing I'm worried about, heterosexual wise, because you got to be careful when the last thing I'm worried about right now is women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, like I said to you before, I'm in that space of my life where choosing the right woman is going to be important to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not about random women and I'm doing this content to sleep with. I don't sleep with people. I don't really do that. I'm protecting my energy. And I know you rolling your eyes, man. You rolling your eyes. Listen, I'm fucked out. Hear me out.
What did you say, nigga?
We rise higher through the fire.
Untouchable empire. Yeah. Untouchable empire. Yeah. Yeah. We rise higher, through the fire. Untouchable empire. Lift us higher. Ollie and Fatty, bring truth to the streets. We stand for the people, never fall, never retreat. Untouchable empire, we don't break. We rise higher every step we take. Higher, higher, untouchable. Higher, higher, untouchable. Yeah, we step in the room and the whole crowd lifts. Truth in our blood, that's the realest gift. We talk power, elevation, transformation, untouchables. Yeah, we built this nation. We ain't chasing clout. That's for boys, not men. We chase money, purpose, legacy, and man. Ollie with the flame and Fatty with the spark. We light up the world when the whole world dark. Lift up the people that survive. We bring talk, justice, unity. Every time we swing, we don't bow down. We stand tall and rare. Untouchables, baby, we everywhere. We rise. Through the fire, yeah.
We stand together in the light.
Untouchable forever. This alright, this alright. Oh, we rise higher, higher. Through the fire, higher. Untouchable empire. Lift us higher, higher. Ollie and Fatty, bring truth to the streets. We stand for the people, never fall, never retreat. Untouchable empire. We don't break. We rise higher every step we take. We move with the grace. Power to the people, that's a look on our face. We don't fall, we don't run, we don't hide. Stand on truth, yeah, we walk with pride. Fame don't move us, we built on honor. Heart of a king, real warrior armor. Empower the world, that's the mission tonight. Yeah, we always do what's right. From the city to the globe, we shift that tone. Building up lives with a righteous throne. We step in the storm and walk through the fire. Why? Cause we got made, born to rise higher. Hands up, hands up. If you feel that every move we make. Through the fire, we rise higher. Oh, touch, him play.
What's going on, family? What's going on, man? I almost didn't do a show today. I didn't give y'all a couple of shows this week because I got some things I'm trying to figure out in the background. All right, so forgive me. Y'all know we trying to do consistent lives, but I gotta handle some stuff, and then I'll be back consistently like I was before. I think I only took off two days, I think. But I'll get them things arranged as well too. I have a case that I'm trying to get finished, but for some reason it's really difficult for a lawyer to take this case in the city that I'm trying to do it, and they trying to be a little difficult, but I think I'll be able to manage it by time the trial happens. Well, not trial, the petition, you know. So forgive me, man. How y'all doing, man? Let me see who in the building. Much love to you, my brother Wolf, man. I'm sorry I ain't get to see y'all till today. I should have did another show. When's the last time? I know I did my show. Let me see something. When did I hit y'all up? I think it was a few. Let me see. I ain't been that bad. Let me see. We went on the 19th, so it's only been 3 days. But I was trying to give y'all 2 more days, 2 more shows before today. It just been a little, you know, little different on my side. But my brother T.O., it's good to see you, my brother. Dussy, hey brother, how you pronounce your name? Because I it rhymes with something else. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but what is it? Dussy or Ducci? Solitude is good to see you. Miss Karen, you said you had smoke, but you ain't hit me with no smoke. But I know you were just playing. I know you mean well. And again, if anybody got any smoke, if anybody got anything to address, you're more than welcome to ask for the link. You can hit the link if you want to, you know, but make sure again, you're able to process an actual conversation and you don't get in your feelings or shut down. Okay, let's have a conversation without it going left. But today's conversation is going to be a little interesting, even though y'all probably think about it or discuss it amongst yourselves. All right, there's 2-3 panels I've been on in the last few days, supporting some great brothers in the space. Make sure y'all go support my brother Blu-ray. All right, the name of his show is Trey the Truth Teller. All right, make sure y'all go support his show. But on his panel, we keep coming back on the subject on whether a woman is the reflection of her leader. And one side, brothers are saying that the way the woman behaves is the reflection of her man. But on another side, we say that if the woman stops following that leadership and she decides not to cooperate with that man, she's the reflection of what she decides to do after she stops following his leadership. So I wonder what y'all think. Do y'all believe that the woman is the reflection of her man? Or do you think the woman, of her man's leadership, or she's no longer the reflection of a man's leadership once she starts following him, once she stops following him? And I want y'all to be mindful of things if y'all acknowledge it in your family life, you know, amongst y'all, in y'all discussions or what's happening in your family background. A lot of things that make sisters' lives difficult is the way there's men and women who will enable them. And I'm not justifying those sisters' behaviors, because a lot of women like to associate themselves with people who ultimately are their type. So whether a woman is in one of her stages where she wants to be an accountable woman, she wants to be a wife, she wants to be a righteous woman, she wants to be guided by God, she wants to be guided by the right thing, her type is going to be associating with people who demonstrate those type of behaviors. But if for some strange reason, or a change of mind, a change of heart, a woman decides to go a different direction, her type is going to be the reflection of the men and the women that she wants to be around. And I'll tell y'all this, it's very easy for men and women to lose their way when they have people that can feed into that mindset as well too. So I'll give you an example, especially when it comes to sisters and what the sisterhood does. If a woman is trying to do the right thing, if a woman's trying to be righteous, if a woman's trying to be orderly, if she's trying to do what's in the best interest of the people she loves, and then something can happen that's detrimental to that situation, the family can enable her because they messed up, they failed, they might have ended up baby mamas, they may have never pursued a career, they may have never got a degree, so they want the person in their life, whether it's their daughter, whether it's a sister, whether it's a mother, whether it's an auntie, to do the same thing they did. There's a lot of sisters who enable sisters so they can fail just like they did. And I don't know how y'all don't acknowledge that when you see the way sisters are behaving, or certain sisters are behaving, and brothers can do the same thing too. I had a lot of brothers who were around me when I was growing up who smoked weed, and I was like, yo, I ain't trying to smoke weed, but they would never offer it to me because they knew I didn't smoke weed, and they knew that I was trying to stay away from it, so they wouldn't offer it to me. But then you would have brothers that be like, yo, Ali, just hit this, man. Come on, take one hit. It's the difference between the type of people that are around you. You know, I think there's people who can engage in behaviors that can hurt them, but they don't want to promote that to the people who's around them. And there's people who engage in those behaviors and they need people to be around them because misery loves company. The problem about misery loving company is that misery struggles to keep company as well. You know what I'm saying? Much love to my sister Wanda. She said out the gate, I'm just trying to be the sponsor of the show with $10. Much love to my sister Wanda with the $5 super chat. I got smoke in this chat. Let's hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Much love to you, my sister Wanda.
Thank you for the $5, homie. For real. You know what that means? It's our time to shine. Let's light it up. Let's light it up.
And then my sister Wanda gifted us with a membership. Y'all know we got 543 memberships, y'all. We have 543 memberships. Much love for the people who are great contributors, supporters, and who are constantly showing love. Y'all know we got a show tomorrow, the Untouchable Super Panel tomorrow, and then we'll have the Ladies First Sunday. All right, I want to give y'all a little show, let the people come up, have a little open panel, but I want to break down some stuff before I start, because I do want to address the brothers who are also enabling the sisters and supporting the sisters to go the wrong direction as well too. And I don't put blame on them as much, because they're just taking advantage of the certain position as well too. But it's the brothers, it's the type of brothers who promote women to be good women. It's the type of brothers who promote men to be good brothers and righteous brothers as well too. But they're capitalizing on women going the wrong way, and they seldom have a woman married or actually respecting the women or conducting themselves in a way to have families. So I want to address that brother today. I wish he would pull up. I need to tag him. It'd be good to have a smoke show and a dialogue with him. He put up on I forgot what's the name of that show. I have to remember the name of the show. But the show I'm on review, I meant to review it to y'all about 3-4 shows ago, is my brother Ace Metaphor having a conversation with Cam Newton. And a lot of time the difference between those brothers is Cam Newton will own how he maneuvers with women, but he justifies it by how the women are conducting themselves, which I have a great understanding for why Cam Newton moves the way he moves, and he will own it. But Ace Metaphor will talk down on men, and he'll end up demonstrating way worse behaviors than those brothers. So you can't tell women to get married and then say women are amazing women and not understand why brothers can't find great relationships, and then you don't have a woman yourself. So you got to make it make sense. And then let me see what just happened. My brother Tyreek hit us Tuesday. I meant to say that off line with a $20 Cash App. Much love to you, my brother. And then my brother Batworks hit us with a $2 Cash App. I truly appreciate that, my brother. So let's do the 20 real quick.
Thank you for the $20. We're starting a nonprofit called Keep the Untouchables Fed. Remember, don't feed the haters.
And I can still do this for my brother.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And again, y'all, we don't forget our membership goals. Don't forget our super chat goals, and don't forget our Cash App goals.
Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
And before I started, what I want to start doing a little bit is dissecting some of the videos that Kevin Samuels has, where he was discussing with sisters that may typically want to be a side chick, or sisters who have boss babe mentalities. And the reason why I'm doing that is the main show I really wanted to do is to discuss how a lot of women are comfortable being side chicks or 304s because they don't really want no responsibilities towards anybody. It's very difficult for today's generation of women to be wives because they have to have a responsibility. And the reason why a lot of women like engaging in 304 behavior and side chick behavior is because they don't have to worry about none of the responsibilities to the man. Hallelujah. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All praises.
All praises. All praises.
So it's very easy to take on those positions, especially when you don't want to do nothing for anybody and you want maximum benefits without doing by doing the least. All right. And I'm sure y'all recognize that as well, too. That's why a lot of sisters are taking on those positions. But the part that's backwards is that they'll disrespect the brothers. They'll criticize the brothers for entertaining hoes. But if men didn't entertain hoes, these women wouldn't have nowhere to go. Just think about that. If brothers didn't entertain these hoes, and it's the same women that they talk about when they ask them brothers not to entertain hoes, they would have nowhere to go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Really think about that. So in order to justify their behaviors, the same sisters that are talking about themselves vicariously will live through other women, but talk down on the men who entertain the hoes so they don't look bad. It's like when women are talking about their expectations and standards, and they'll have these standards that go all the way to the universe, but it's to justify why they single. So if you go, I want a brother that make $200,000. I want a brother that make $500,000, but he has to make equal or higher to me. You know how unrealistic that sounds? You know how selfish that sounds? Like, you're not going to date a guy unless he makes $500,000 too or higher, but you only saying it just justify why you don't have a man. If brother said, I'm not going to be with a sister unless she got a big booty and big breasts and she's a 10 in the face, I'm not going to get with no woman. That's how unrealistic that is. So when y'all listening to sisters talk, all you got to do is flip it and go, man, that don't sound logical. It isn't logical. It just sounds logical when sisters are talking about it. That's why we got to start unpacking their verbiage and what they're saying, especially when they're using God's name in vain. There's sisters and women that are claim that God is talking to them, like we talked about the last show. They'll claim they're doing all these things where they can be close to God, following doctrine, holding the Bible, but none of their behaviors is reflective of following a God. So it's the same way. So if a sister says to you, let's say y'all meet up with a sister, or brother too, sisters, and they go, I ain't having sex with you until I get married. That's going to sound crazy. If that's the only expectation and standard is they're not going to get married to you or have sex with you until you married, that sounds crazy. But for some reason, when you put God on it, it has this tremendous effect on it to where it makes it seem like you're being holy now or you're being divine. And that box or the brother's manhood now is blessed by God. And that you can't get it unless you marry that person because God says so. You got to make it make sense. So before I get to the ace metaphor, video with Cam Newton, I just want to review one of these videos with this sister who claims to be a boss chick. And you see a lot of sisters that present behaviors like moving like a man because they don't have nothing to offer for men, using any femininity. They still end up being side chicks. Men will use them for fun. Men will use them to entertain themselves, but it's because that's the lane they put themselves in. So what else can you be but a side chick or a 304 because you don't want to take up the positions that it takes to be with a man or to be a wife or to have a husband. All right, let's start right there. And again, I'll open up the panel maybe sooner this time, but I'm gonna get through this a little bit, and then I'm gonna get to the ace metaphor video.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead. So, what are we talking about? We talking about boss chick, the side chick, or we talking about the cheating or lying? What are we talking about?
Well, I consider myself to be a boss chick. I'm 26.
Okay.
Currently single. So, I mean, you were explaining to women that they are wasting their years being a boss chick. Why can't I build my life the way I want it without potentially just being a side chick?
What do you want?
A husband eventually.
Why eventually? After what?
After I have what I need to be stable, because, for example, let's take the baby situation, right? She now is.
No, let's not take that because that's not how most people live.
I feel like a lot of people do. I feel like a lot of people.
No, ma'am, no, they don't. It's not how most people live. Most people aren't millionaires.
Right. That's true. That's true. That's true.
So you want a husband eventually.
After
you have enough to be, why? Okay. Eventually when?
Definitely before I hit 30.
What month is your birthday?
May.
So you turn 26 in May?
No, I will turn 27 this coming May.
Right. So in roughly 8 months, you'll be 27.
Correct.
So in 3 years and 8 months or so, you want to have a husband.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How long do you think you will date somebody before you decide whether or not you should get married?
I don't think it's a time frame. I think it's more of compatibility. And
no, that's not the question I asked. Come on, boss chick. Let's talk like bosses. Let's speak in the language of business, boss.
Okay, let's do it. I would say 3 years minimum.
3 years minimum of seeing somebody before you know that they're the person to marry.
Correct.
So that means you got a whole 8 months to find that person. Come on, boss. Stay on the path, boss.
Oh my God!
Let's boss up.
That's true. That's very.
Hold the phone steady, please. How many children do you want to have?
I want 2 children.
Right. And after you're pregnant and married with your first child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
I do not. I would prefer to be
cool.
taking care of my kids.
Okay, so and what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime?
The percentage of the financial load of the family.
That means the 2 kids that you're staying home for. Because do you want to homeschool? Do you want your kids in public school, private school? What do you want?
I want homeschool.
Okay, so it means you're going to teach them.
I will teach them or find somebody to.
Right. But it's going to be a cost.
Right.
And homeschool until what age?
Until they ready to go to college, if that's what
All right. So how long do you want to be married before you have your first child?
I want to be married for at least a year.
Okay, at least a year. So by your calculations, what the fuck do you need to be a boss for if you're going to be a stay-at-home wife?
Jesus.
What if my husband were to leave me?
According to what you just said, boss chick, 3 years of seeing somebody. And then after marriage, you don't want to hit a lick. You want to stay at home and raise your kids. That means he has to pay the bills. Then what are you the boss for? What is it doing for the bottom line for the family?
I can't be both.
What is it, man?
Oh
boss
my God!
Up. Don't ask me questions with questions, boss. I'm a shareholder. You're the
Now, do y'all think, remember this, they used to get on Kevin Samuels for his rhetoric and his delivery. Do y'all think anything is wrong with his delivery? Is he being too rough? Is he being too tough? Or if he didn't move in that manner, she wouldn't respond the way she's responding. Should he put her in a position where she's kind of uncomfortable with her decision making, so she takes it serious and acknowledges it's not a game? How can she want to be the boss, babe? How can she not want to pay the bills? How can she want 2 children but want to homeschool them till they go to college? How can she teach them or find ways of teaching them to make them ready for college if she's going to be a boss babe at the same time? And so many of these sisters want to be wives but don't know how to be a wife. So many sisters want husbands or a man in their life and don't know how to be a woman. So now you have a woman, again, that wants to be a boss babe, somehow make all this money and has no plan or idea how to become a boss while simultaneously becoming a stay-at-home mother as well too. And you know, if he breaks down to ask her how to be a mother, she's not gonna know how to be that as well too. Again, so many sisters are used to not having responsibilities that they can just say and do anything and then put God on it as well too. God got their back. God gonna help them get to this trajectory and get to this place.
All praises. All praises.
It makes absolutely no sense. But again, we got to deal with this. This is the current market and society we living in, where the women are never held to task or never held accountable. And if you hold them accountable, you being sassy, you being toxic, and you being controlling. And you better watch your delivery and make sure you don't over pursue. All right, make sure you don't over pursue. Let's see what Kevin Samuel says.
CEO, maximize profits. Why are we investing in a position that's not going to increase the bottom line? Why are we putting money into something that's not going to put money back into the family?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So I need to clarify, let's back it down. Why is it that a woman who really wants to be a stay-at-home wife and homeschool her children talking about boss chick?
Is my only destiny in life is to be a mother, a wife. I can't be have my own business. I can't.
Where in what you just said is a business? Yes, let me go ahead and Clayton. You ladies have been made to believe with all these entrepreneurs and boss chicks running around, these bitches are broke. They're living an Instagram fantasy life. Look at their balance sheets. Excuse me. Oh shit! Look at the census. Look at the average income. Go to blackdemographics.com. That tells the truth. 9% of black women earn $75,000 or more. 74% of black women earn less than $50,000 a year. The average black woman, don't shake your head, listen and learn.
Don't make me a statistic though. I'm not a statistic.
You are a statistic. You're not special.
I'm special.
You're not special. You're one of 7 billion. Get over it. The vagina you have comes standard on each model. And the sooner you ladies learn that ain't nothing special about you until we decide it's special, the better off you'll be. Because everything you're talking about, becoming a boss and this and that in the business, how is it going to benefit the family? You just said, I want to homeschool my kids. And then turn around, here comes this feminist shit. Well, is all I'm supposed to be a mother? Why? Yes. If I said yes, why is that not the most important thing? How many women out there have businesses and everything else, and they have children that are in the streets, on drugs, on OnlyFans, doing ghetto gaggers?
Okay,
which one do you want to do? Excuse me. Not many. That's the point. So why do you? So what's more important, your ego or your family?
It has nothing to do with my ego. My family.
Oh, it sounds like your ego. No. You see, that's the problem. Choices and trade-offs. You cannot have it all. Nobody can. If you are out being a boss chick, who's schooling your children?
I mean, there's a lot of entrepreneurs who can sit on their ass and take care of their.
Excuse me.
That question he's asking, if you trying to be the boss too, if you trying to level up too, if you trying to have a business too, who's going to be with the kids? Who's going to watch over the kids? Who's going to teach the children? Who's going to love the kids? Who's going to nurture the kids? So many of these sisters want to do everything and ultimately nothing at the same time because they max themselves out in so many different directions. They stretching themselves out in so many directions trying to be a man. That's what it's really about. You just trying to be the man and envious of the man. You want to have the same power as the man, but again, you don't want the responsibilities. And when someone tries to walk it down, the only reason why she's responding in this manner is because Kevin Samuels has clout. And she want to remain on the show. A lot of women who come on his shows or who's coming on his shows, the reason why they didn't respond in the way they truly wanted to respond, even though some women would disrespect them, is because he has clout. But if she's sitting in front of somebody that she cares about, if she's sitting in front of somebody that she loves, if she's sitting in front of somebody who will take the time to listen to her, she'll end up manipulating that guy. And ultimately try to get him to do what she wants him to do, and then lose respect for the guy when she does get him to do what she wants him to do. How do y'all dislike a man, whether he gets to be in control or doesn't get to be in control? How do you dislike a man if he tells you the truth or he lies to you? And that's the point of a lot of these conversations. No matter what direction we go, ultimately all of us lose because the sisters aren't satisfied. And the brothers feel underwhelmed and they feel like there's nothing they can do to satisfy a lot of these women. And the women will act like they're happy without the man. But as soon as they get the man and the responsibility, they're no longer happy. But the dating market is just going to get worse and worse and worse because women are not expected to be women and they're pushed to be in power as much as men, and they're told to pursue these dreams that never come to fruition just so they can idolize or do the same thing that men do. What's going on, my brother D in the chat? Let me shout out some of y'all, man. What's going on, Nike, man? Much love to you, my brother. OW, even though you always criticize, man, can't even show no love. Much love to you, my brother. But I ain't gonna delete y'all my chat. I don't censor nobody. Y'all have the right to criticize. Just make it make sense. All right. Constructive criticism is accepted as well too. But man, you can show love sometimes. What's going on, A-Dub? Much love to you with the $5 Cash App that you just hit us with, man. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you for the
you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And then my brother Mel, stay fitted. It's good to see you. Washed Gamer, it's good to see you. I don't think I ever seen you before, but I want to make sure I call out the people that I don't see regularly. And you're gonna be a new one, man. Much love. It's good to see you. Who else we got in the building? Red Lipstick Vibes, Red, Petty Red. I got it now. Red Lipstick Vibes. I don't know if you got it. Do you got a show today? I'll see if I can try to come out there and support you. Batman, TCOG in the building. Much love to you. My brother JB Reacts, man. Much love. Good to see you as well, too. Like I said, y'all, I'll open up the panel a little bit. Smell the roses is in the building. My brother Truth is in the building. If I ain't call y'all out, man, I'm trying to call out everybody, all right? When y'all come up in the building, I'm gonna stop more to shout out the people to come through and rock out with us and support us as well, too, all right? Tomorrow is the Untouchable Super Panel, and then Sunday is Ladies First. We're still trying to dissect whether this sister or most sisters actually want to be boss babes.
Ma'am, you don't know anybody. Excuse me. This is more of this fantasy stuff. I'm living this for real. I know the world. You're 26. Why don't you listen?
All right.
Because how many millionaires do you know?
Several.
How many female millionaires do you know?
Personally, none. That doesn't mean I can't be one.
What do you want to do? You want to have a successful family, or do you want to be a boss chick? Because you can't have both. See, this is a modern feminist programming running amok, because what she actually said up front is what her heart truly wants. She truly wants a family. She truly wants to school her children like the natural impulse, but the fear that's been placed into modern women. Fear, scarcity, and lack. Well, what if he does this? What if he does that? When 80% of the time when the divorce is filed, it's a woman filing it. Men aren't leaving relationships. It's you ladies, because you're dual-minded. You're chaotic. You want to be impressive to your friends instead of impressing and doing what you should do with your family and your man. Because these chicks you're talking about, all these boss chicks, I sit around and look at them all day. They're single as fuck, unhappy, and alone. They can get a lot of dick, a lot of attention. They can travel. They can make good Instagrams and good TikToks. But what they don't have is a family at this time of year.
Right. So you're saying I should just drop all?
I'm not saying. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I have my own business currently.
Okay. Where'd you go to college?
I went to Dominican.
Hey, I bet you when they ask about what that business is, she ain't gonna be able to describe what that business is. She an entrepreneur with no business. I bet you when they get to that. This is the first time I reviewed this, but I bet you, I might be wrong though. I'll stand corrected. But a lot of times when women say they entrepreneurs, they don't got no businesses. But I could be wrong.
Hills out here in California.
What's your degree in?
Criminal justice. Useless degree, yes.
Criminal justice, communications, marketing, sociology, psychology. You can't make this shit up. And what's your business?
I have a car rental company.
What?
Car rental company.
Car rental company. You rent cars?
I have cars of my own that I rent out. I have a car rental company.
How long have you had this business?
Going on a year now.
What did you do before that?
Work regular 9 to 5.
And how many cars? Do you have a fleet?
Yes, I have 6 cars in my fleet. Currently, 4 of them I own.
Is it a limousine company? Is it an executive car?
No, just mid-luxury to economy cars.
Mm-hmm. And what do you expect to, okay, and it's been up for a year?
Yes, it's been going strong for almost a year, yes.
Do you have any W-2 employees?
No, I work for my company.
Oh, okay. So who are your drivers? Not your driver. So you rent cars?
Yeah, so my cars really bring in money for me.
Mm-hmm. So what do you plan on doing with that in the next 5 years?
I'm planning on scaling it to the point where I'm out of it and I can sit at home with my kids.
Excuse me. Scaling it to what?
My personal goal is just have an exotic fleet.
Mm-hmm. Where's the Where's going to be the cash for the growth of this business? If you work standard 9 to 5, who's funding
I don't
this
work in
business?
9 to 5 currently.
No, I said no. You said before you started this, you worked the 9 to 5.
Correct.
So where'd the seed money come from?
From my 9 to 5, I saved. I've always been financially responsible.
That's fine. That's fine. But you're not doing the 9 to 5 anymore, right?
No, I'm not.
So your first year into your business, you've taken everything you put it into the business. What's the prognosis for the average small business inside the first year? How many of them fail?
I don't know. You would have to tell me.
You don't? Come on, boss.
Because I don't plan to fail.
Who does plan to fail? But that's why you have insurance, boss.
It's not an option.
Excuse me, man. It's a reality. And this is another thing you ladies need to stop talking. Like you all are fucking winners. Somebody comes in second. You have car insurance on these vehicles?
Of course.
Why? No one plans on getting into an accident.
Right, of course. But
you have it. But you have it because the statistics say this many cars, this kind of interaction, these are the possibilities. The same reason your insurance at 26 is cheaper than it is at 56. See, you ladies don't like the fact of the matter that reality is what it is, no matter how you feel about it. Small businesses, 80% fail inside the first year, especially first-time business. Ma'am, you said school year, then be quiet and listen. Or you can talk it. You can be strong, loud, and wrong. Go ahead. Because I'm not saying anything to hurt you. But why are you so defiant? I don't plan to fail. Well, ma'am, who does? All you need is a second round of Corona to fail. Oops.
Transportation is never going away. Everybody gonna need a car.
Man, a second. Your business thrived during the lockdown? No, it didn't. You didn't have it.
I didn't.
Right. And would it have thrived during the lockdown? When we're locked down, no one's going anywhere. That means nobody's renting a car.
Uber Eats, Uber.
Rental car. Excuse me, ma'am. That essential drivers don't rent cars. They own cars. See, this is what I'm saying.
Some of them do.
Talk like a boss.
I am. I'm letting you know.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're talking like a girl. Another lockdown of coronavirus, your business is in trouble because you have no employees, so you can't even really apply for big money on the Paycheck Protection Loan. Paycheck Protection Program. Another lockdown, the Delta variant. We're in the winters. We're in the fall and winter. It's around here. Do you even know what's going on with the coronavirus, business owner? Do you understand how it's impacting business worldwide? And one more lockdown for a business, a car rental business. No one needs to rent cars because they have Uber, they have Lyft, they have Via. So you're saying that somebody rents a car to go drive Uber? Well, no one's going to rent a car to drive Uber in a lockdown.
They're going to rent my car to do Uber and Uber Eats.
This is why remember, guys, I want you to go back to the audience. Remember why I said boss chicks fail and become side chicks? The word that starts with the E, ends with an O, right here below me. Ego is bigger than her head. She can't even hear. A man who has twice your age and far more experience in business, and you talking like you got the keys to life, and you had a 9 to 5 last year. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm talking like I know I could be in.
How many of y'all women, sisters, whoever, operate just like this? Where they become too smart for their own good. You can't even educate them. Our nature is to teach a woman and to give her the solution, and just to compete with you, just to prove that she's smarter than you, just to go against you, just to prove she don't need you, she's not going to take any of your advice. You can literally try to open up businesses with your lady, and she still wants to open up a business by herself. Or she can prove to you that she can do it better than you, instead of just listening to you. And if they really want to rest in a soft girl era, if they really don't want to lift a finger, why don't you just listen to what the man is saying? She obviously has no clue about what she's talking about. KS is trying to educate her, give her some information so she can apply it. She ain't taking down no notes. She ain't trying to hear it. She just trying to redirect and turn back to the fact that she actually knows what she's talking about to make herself look better, and he just gonna turn up on her even more. Do you think he's wrong with his delivery, or do you think it's needed so she can take her life serious? Is the tone required? It's a lot of sisters that want men to speak a certain type of way where they can talk to you every kind of way they want when they want something, but you try to control the tonality of a man and emasculate him. And then ask, yo, where all the men at? Men that got soft. Men ain't like my granddaddies. What you said, my brother? Mont, with the $2 super chat, says he was scolding her, can't expect her to listen. Yeah, hey, Mont, the where we getting to now, society is done because you want to still talk to her like she's a little baby. The fact that we can't scold, the fact that we don't shame, the fact that a man can't turn up, the fact that a man can't get his children, his woman, and other brothers to take stuff serious is why society is just going to get slowly deteriorate. Not slowly, it's becoming faster now, but this is why society is going to deteriorate faster and faster and faster, because you always need somebody to tell you something nice. Men can take the stern advice. Men can be strong with their words. Man can turn up to get boys to take stuff serious. They can do it with their daughters as well too. But we living in a society where the man always has to play nice with the woman to the point she gonna call that man weak and a sucker and lose respect for a man because he always watching his mouth when he's talking to her, instead of him being able to speak to the woman in a way that she'll take life serious. It's crazy, man. It's I would have listened to you. I would have listened to you, but it was your delivery. Imagine a car is driving by, speeding by, and a lady's about to walk in the street, and I go, hey, please don't walk in the street. Instead of going, hey, lady, there's a car coming. I'm telling y'all, man, that's why society's so soft now. That's why the boys and girls so soft now. That's why we can't take life serious now. That's why it's so hard for us, because we were too easy. The society was way too easy on us. Our mothers and fathers were too easy on us because we was worried about what everybody else was talking about. My brother Mont, again with the $5 super chat, can't think of his name right now, but the therapist guy with the red hat is a sniper and does it graciously. And women listen. Yes, let's sugarcoat it and wait for women to come around finally, instead of take stuff serious. And this generation change it. We need drastic change, family. Are you looking at the data? Are you looking at the birth rates? Are you looking at the way women conducting themselves? Are you looking at the way how much at a perpetual rate women are trying to be men? Are we paying attention? How we got to talk with a soft tonality when they supposed to be graceful and ladies and kind, and they get to turn up like they're a man. They get to talk with bass in their voice. And again, if you listen to today's sisters, they try to speak in the manner as a man. They try to have a boisterous voice. They don't sound too kind no more. Most women their voices are way too strong. They got bass in their voice. They can talk to you any kind of way, and you're supposed to respect them and help redirect them and treat them like a lady. But if you talk like a man, man, y'all feminine. Look how y'all talking to them women. Y'all too feminine. And then my brother T.O. with the $10 super chat, gender war equals a group of men versus other men, women, and society. That's the one. That's the one, T.O. It's a group of men who are simp and pander to the women, whether they doing it deliberately or whether they doing it because women know you can't teach women nothing, and they try to protect themselves. So all they can do is have sex with these women because they can't wife them. And then you have other men who are actually marry these women and try to take care of these women as well too, and they can't do no good, but they're enabling them and giving them the false impression that they're doing good. And then you got other women, their mamas, their sisters, sisterhood, the girls enabling them, so they all do the wrong things together. But at least I got somebody else going in the river with me too. We all drowning together. We all burning up together. We all crashing out together. And then society puts a stamp on it. That's an amazing quote, my brother T.O. I agree with you 100%.
will be something, and you are not
Who
definitely.
said? Excuse you. See, that's another thing. You ladies think because someone tells you the realities about business, you're killing my dreams. You're crushing my dreams. Dreams are fine, but they need to be rooted in reality. You had to fund this business. Why? Because you didn't have the credit to go into a bank to get it. You didn't have the collateral to go into a bank to get it.
I did. I
okay, and how much did? Okay, and then why did? You did?
How do you think I got?
Okay, you said you You said you saved up. That's what you said. I said where the excuse me. No. I said where the seed money comes from. Let's back up because you said you saved up. Where did all the seed money come from? Did you save it all, or did you get a loan?
Got a loan. Used my credit.
Mm-hmm.
Used what I had saved.
How much was the loan?
On all 4 cars, I have 4 different loans on my cars.
Okay. So you don't own the cars, you're paying on them.
Well, my customers pay them for me, yes.
No, they're in your name, not your customer's name.
Well, yeah, whatever. Yes.
Right. So how much was the loan? Did you take a loan from the small business loan from the bank?
No, I just financed my cars.
Right.
My business.
Exactly. So you're over. So let's keep it real. You had a 9 to 5.
Yes.
You saved some money. You went and got a car, then another car, and another car, and another car. But all those cars are not yours. They're still being paid. So it means you have to have, excuse me, you have to pay full coverage, everything else. And you said you used your credit.
Correct.
So are you cash flow positive?
Yes. My business is profitable.
It's profitable? How much? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a trick question. Are you taking the salary?
Am I taking a salary? I pay myself, yes.
First year business owner, 4 cars on lease.
6 on my fleet. I own 4.
6 on 4. You pay yourself. No employees, ma'am. Again, I'm trying to look at you. If you think this is a solid business that's going to, okay, I'm gonna tell you this way. Take it to Shark Tank and see what happens. Okay. You think if you took this business to Shark Tank, the sharks would invest in it?
Yes. I wouldn't go in there not thinking they wouldn't.
Of course, right. So if that's the case, could you go back into Bank of America, Chase, any of the large multinational banks and go out and get another loan? Go get a loan.
Yes.
Okay. Then when are you going to start hiring people?
I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like you got all this to do and you still need 3 years to find a husband. Which one's going to get first? Oops. See, you thought I was going a whole nother way and I went a different direction. No. This is what you said you want. Don't clam up now.
My husband.
Don't clam up now. You got to admit, that's a lot to do. You see, that's the point.
It is a lot. I agree.
And when you ladies stop talking like men don't know what the fuck we're talking about and start understanding that we do bring value and we're not trying to crush your dreams or whatever. I just took what it is you said you wanted and put it in a language that you understand it, and it even made you shut up. That's why you can't be a boss chick and a wife. Not this way. Because what you want is something different. How does this rental car business facilitate you becoming a wife with 2 children that you're staying at home raising? It's homeschooling. How does that business facilitate that? Answer that question. That's fair. That's a fair question.
That is a fair question.
Mm-hmm. The answer is?
I guess when you put it like that, I am more concerned about my protection if my husband were to leave.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to move to the side for a second. I don't know how I've been watching it, so don't
there it goes.
Remember what I said. Decisions made in.
There it go. There it goes. Y'all want men to be nice. Y'all want men to be righteous. Y'all want men to be kind. Y'all want men to do everything that benefits a woman while she has to make sure she got an exit stage left card and she has a plan B in case you can't finance her life. And you want to be nice to her because she got a nice smile. You want to be nice to her because she's pretty. You want to be nice to her because at the moment she probably being kind to you. But most of these women are prioritizing a business and money so that they have an exit stage plan and they can put themselves first when they finally meet a man. Nothing about what she's doing is working on how to be a better wife, a better woman, or a better mother. She's creating her own so-called identity that resembles what a man is supposed to do because he's supposed to take care of a family. He's supposed to have a purpose. He's supposed to have finances so he can manage a family. But she just told on herself. And that's why it's okay. It looked like he reduced his tonality a little bit. He got tough to make her uncomfortable and to see how she really would act and what's really on her mind. And she's lost for words. Self. That's what that says. Everything that she said is everything that I'm doing is for myself. I want kids that make me look like a mother for myself. I want a man in case everything goes left where I have a safety net, and I also make money to where I can leave him if I choose not to listen to this man, so I can always get my freedom as well too. I'm going to do everything for myself, but make it look like I'm doing it for everybody else. And that's why a lot of women end up by themselves. And it's not a lot of times where the man is trying to leave. It's where the woman will self-sabotage when she has to finally become a woman, when she has to finally fulfill her responsibility to the man or to some kids. But now she's being pulled in so many different directions just so she can move like a man. And just so she can take care of herself while somebody's taking care of her as well too. And that's why we over pursue and we ask the questions, because she's not going to tell you the first time. She's not going to tell you the second time. She's not going to tell you the third time, but she probably tell you the fourth time and the fifth time. You let them talk long enough, they're going to tell you the truth. And none of it resembles or embodies what we're looking for when we're talking about a woman. Everything is about taking care of themselves. Shout out to my brother Ghost, the real Ghost, by the way, not Ali. The brother real DJ Ghost with the $5 super chat. What's up, bro? Have a good show tonight. I'm watching it live now. Shout out to the Untouchable Empire.
The Untouchable Empire.
This
baby.
your boy Ghost. Much love to you, my brother.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And my brother Mont with a $2 super chat. Ain't no damn shark investing in two-row renters. So let her be hard on her, man. She need to change her trajectory or which way ever she going. She want to be a stay-at-home mother that homeschools while she has her own business and a husband. Make that make sense, man. Crazy. Let me see. I think this one on more. Let me see. We got a little bit more. Let me see what he says. I want to go to now. I ain't gonna spend too much more time on this. Y'all got to see that she's being delusional. Okay, this is another delusional woman, and I don't think it's the new. I'm not calling it delusional anymore. These women know exactly what they're doing, y'all. If you in the house with a woman, if a woman is in your life and she's not loving you, if she's not nurturing you, if she's not putting you first, that woman is not the woman for you. And if she wants to do everything outside of being next to you and being beside you and making your life easier, that woman is not for you. And you can't love her and you can't support her in the loving you and supporting you. So you have to find and be in the life of the women who actually love you and support you. Do not support, do not finance, do not invest in women who don't invest back in you. If you meet this woman and she already talking about having her own business and requiring you to finance her and take care of her while she focuses on a business taking care of herself, you already need to go the other direction. All right. If she don't love you, loving you, you need to go ahead the different direction, y'all. Because all most of these women are going to do is drain you. If they're not loving and supporting you, they're going to drain you. They're going to exhaust you. Because if she's competing with you, it's going to be even worse. If she's not cooperating with you and she's making your life harder by competing with you, she's going to make her life harder as well, too. And sisters know what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. This is the one that I want to talk about, though. This is the ace metaphor talking with Cam Newton. All right. And this is the type of brothers that gaslight the women and enable the women and support the women and dirty Mac to make themselves look good to women while making other brothers look bad, especially when the brothers actually love and support these women or when these brothers tell these women the truth. A lot of you women aren't who you think you are. A lot of you women got to be brought right back down to earth. You are not that special. And if you are special, what actually makes you special? And we keep asking the question when y'all come on these lives, when y'all come on these panels, especially when you want a man to wait for you as well too, or when you want a man to honor you or value you based on your newfound chastity. Why should a man wait to have sex with you before you get married? That's still the question of the month. And most sisters can't answer it. All right, let's go, boy. I'm gonna love this one.
Got a problem with sliding when I see an opportunity.
Can we make a deal then? For all the men that feel that way, then don't complain afterwards. That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's the game.
No. If you live that life, cool.
Yeah.
Don't complain. I don't want to hear nothing about your baby mama tripping.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about, man, she make me go into, I don't want to hear nothing about that.
Yeah.
So if you signing up for that, just sign up for it.
Yeah. But that's the game. That's what comes with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's pros and cons. It's what's collateral damage.
Cause I had this, I mean, I done had some women come out on the woodworks on me. Women, I'm barely like, we fucked one time, man. How the fuck you act like you know me like that? And it's just like, it's because I wasn't protecting my energy and what I got going on for myself, man. I gave a woman access to, I mean, even giving a woman access to your hotel room sometimes. You don't know if that woman going through a laptop or she taking pictures, she doing X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like being careful. Now, again, I'm not saying don't sleep around because I sleep around. I'm just, no, I don't. I have.
Okay, see what you're not about to do?
Hey, listen, hey, disclaimer for the camera. This is my former self I'm talking about right now. I'm doing a lot of non-sex having. I've been going through shit. I ain't thinking about cheeks right now. I'm really thinking about getting my life together.
Okay, so you're not dating?
Currently, I am dating, but I'm not having
No.
No, there's a difference between dating and having sex.
Okay.
Like I'm dating on the getting to know people's energy, being around feminine energy, being in that intimate space. And what I've learned, and I'm not trying to sound super deep, but I've learned that like sometimes my thirst for sex wasn't thirst for sex in the action, it was thirst for that intimate connection. Okay. Hear me out. So now I've learned how to like separate the two. Like a lot of times when I'm like, man, I want to have sex. Nah, sometimes I just wanted to be around some dope feminine energy. Sometimes I just wanted to have a great conversation. Mm-hmm. Sometimes a nigga just wanted to have a hug or two. And so now I'm kind of separating those things. And my life for the last 6 or 7 weeks have been a little less problematic now that I've had separated those two.
Okay, so that was such a ace metaphor response.
It's the truth.
I think at this particular point in time, I need to
Women love these guys. And they might not love those guys, but they love those words. They know this dude is full of it. This dude is talking about he had one night stands. He giving women hotel access. He's sleeping around. He dating, but he not having sex.
Oh shit!
He just want to be, he want to be in a feminine space. He want to get to know people energy. But he need to protect his energy because he got this enormous thirst for sex, which he claims is not being a good man. But then he's getting down on men for men protecting their energy, What about the brothers you talking about who don't have a wife or who don't want a wife in this current state? Because a lot of these women ain't moving godly. So those women don't get wifed up. But he's admitting that he dating, he's smashing, he giving hotel access, and he's sleeping around with these women, but he bashing men at the same time on all his videos. His entire tonight conversation is placating to the women and making them feel good about themselves without respecting, upholding their expectations and standards for the man that they want to deal with. It's never about what the man wants. It's never about the man's energy. It's never about a man having boundaries. It's never about what the man's interests are and why he's choosing to stay out the actual marriage market or relationship market. But y'all will listen to this man. And again, if a woman listens to him over a man who's telling you the truth, she's demonstrating she's already not a good woman. She's demonstrating to you the type of man she wants to deal with, even though she knows this man is lying. If you tell her the truth and she shuts down on you, but the lie excites her, the lie gives her life, the lie demonstrates you invest in her, that woman typically is not a good woman, man. A good woman will call you out for lying to her. She know you full of it. She know you lying. And then my brother Nino in the building with the $5 cash app. Keep grounding, brother. Hey, much love to you, my brother Nino. I see you, family.
Thank you for the $5. We were all born to be untouchable.
And then Tio and Wanda were the sponsor of the show. And then 30K said, nah, Ali, I'll give you 2 memberships. I'm the sponsor of the show with $25 with 5 gifted memberships. But then T.O. said, nah. I'm going to be the sponsor of the show with $30. Wasn't Ace Metaphor in some ish last year with his co-host, LOL, and he was up here complaining. So if he moved the way he do, he should be complaining about none since you doing everything the right way. But T.O., you already know that this nigga is lying. You already know.
Bitch, we see you. Stop lying. We will not have it.
And then my brother, the real DJ Ghost, gifted us with another membership, y'all. We just need 13 more memberships to reach our goals. Much love to you, my brother, with another gifted membership. The day that women start supporting the truth tellers, man, we're going to see a whole different society. Ali, let me see something. I see you, my brother Fulio. Ali, I don't believe everything on the media is clout chasing at this moment. It definitely is clout chasing, but it's also treating women accordingly, my brother. Most men are lying to women because that's what they want to hear. That's the honest God truth. Most men would want a woman, but most women want the man to enable them and to support which way they want to go. They want to be able to control these men. So if a man has to spend all this energy, exert all this energy to change her mind and make her want the truth, most of the brothers gonna lie and they gonna smash because they know she already smashing because she lying.
All praises, all praises.
Separate Ace Metaphor and Tony. So Tony, as long as you're a man, there's certain things that you can put it so spiritual and so divine and so perfect with wordplay. But at the end of the day, bro, we still a man.
So can I respond to that?
Please.
Okay, so I just moved to Atlanta, right? So that's probably
good luck.
That's what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is, could I have had a lot more sex in this last 8 weeks? Abso-fucking-lutely. But what would it have required me to do? be in situations or environments in which I probably didn't want to be in, entertain women that probably ain't up to my standard of quality because I'm now chasing my dick instead of listening to my spirit telling me that right now I got to be protective of my energy. I allow people to come into my energy that's willing to fuck up everything I work for. I ain't doing that shit again. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. And so what I'm saying is right now, like, if I don't know nobody here, I gotta see where the safe spaces are. I got to see for the women that come up to my crib, I got to make sure the ones that take pictures of your credit card don't come up. And that's going to take a little bit more vetting. And so right now it's like, why would I forego my safety and my spiritual health as a man just for some sex? Now, if she got good throat, Cam, I might.
There go Tony.
Cam. Depending on the throat though, I might take a risk or two. But right now I ain't met a. Nah, I did.
See,
I did meet one of those.
And these are this is me. This is Tony and Cam.
Yo, man. See, this is what I be talking about, man. This what I be talking about, man.
Because real eyes realize real lies.
Y'all never see Ace Metaphor making videos about women taking pictures of his credit card and try to scam the brother. Y'all ever see that? Y'all ever see any videos of him talking about women try to scam him? This is what you call a liar. And then he say he got to worry about his safety and spiritual health. I thought these women were flowers. I thought these women were good women. I thought these women were intentional and wanted love. Where are all these women who trying to take your stuff? The very first thing he said is women want to mess up everything I work for without saying which. These the worst type of guys that lie on men to look good to women so they can get in their drawers. He doing everything and anything to justify why he's single, why he doing anything and everything to get booty and some sex from these women. Boy, they be lying, man. And then my brother, Real Ghost with the $5 super chat, Ace is a man that lies to women just to run a scam on them. That's why I say I hate these fake relationship coaches out here. Every time he start talking, man, I just imagine this, my brother DJ. I be watching him, he start talking, I be like,
shut the fuck, shut. Did I say no? Oh shit, say it again, say something else. Oh, say something else. Say something else, nigga.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that. And then his style, the way he dresses, you know that suspect. He don't even put no energy in the way he dresses, but he's getting an abundance of women, according to him. But where are these good women he talking about? He should be married in a relationship. I think he was in a relationship, but I think he was cheating while he was on set. But I don't know what I'm talking about. My brother T.O., now the sponsor of the show with $40, says with a $10 super chat, people who listen to Ace Metaphor to Ace smoke pencil lead. Damn.
We just got $10, kinfolk. You know what that means, right? We back on our feet again. I ain't gonna hold you. Support be healing people.
Man, the only way these men have life is women give them life. And that's the same way with the gay community. That's the same way with these trans men. That's the same way with these broken people with identity issues that keep enabling other people. The women are giving these men life. If women wanted God-fearing men who were righteous and told them the truth every single time, these men couldn't exist. They know he lying. He just trying to get to know your energy. He ain't trying to have sex with you. He just trying to have a good time. He don't need to have sex with you. He ain't got to be inside of you. He just want to Netflix and chill. This the type of brother that actually wants to Netflix and chill. He ain't trying to get them draws, man. He ain't trying to get them draws.
Speaking, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Boogie and Ace, they could take a step to the side real quick because it sounds like Tony has a problem with female selections, because this is the thing that I've always understood, no matter what age Say what you want about Cam.
Yeah.
But you ain't never, ever heard something about Cam that is derogatory to just Cam out. Look at Cam drunk. Look at him belligerent. He didn't do this. No, it may have been a speculation.
Yeah.
But for the facts and the truth, so I say that to combat something that you said. Like these chicks that are taking pictures of, credit cards.
They do that.
The people who are, I don't even give them opportunities to do that.
Because you're selective then.
Because for me, I see how a girl move.
Yeah.
I see what type of content she posts. And this ain't new me. This is old me talking.
Yeah.
And this is new me talking to the old me. Like, bro, we ain't never really changed. Some of our morals did, but it's one of them things like, bro, look how she moving.
Yeah, I agree.
Like she's in Turks and Caicos, bro. She crying broke to you. So therefore, if she's in Turks and Caicos, she's with another dude. Let's put 2 and 2 together, King.
I agree.
Like, hey, bro, she's got a Birkin bag or she got a Louis bag. Like she's crying broke to you. Somebody bought her that. The first thing that I look at when any female approaches me, I don't look at her shoes. I don't look at her heels. I don't look at her purse.
The edges?
I look at her wrist.
Oh, okay.
Because I know what a Richard Mille costs. I know what a Rolex costs. I know what a Cartier costs. And if she got on a Cartier and a Van Cleef, oh, baby, I know what your profession is. And the numbers ain't numbering. So when I put that, I'm like, oh, she got a sponsor in her life.
Yeah.
So when you start putting those two together, and when you really start having these conversations with her and you start saying, like, you dating somebody right now? Like, nah, I'm good. But you got 5 love bracelets on your wrist. You got a Van Cleef and you got a Cartier nail.
Well, so respectfully.
Who is this? Is this Ace or is this Tony?
No, this is Tony. Okay.
Tony, come on, Tony.
So
talk to me.
Agreed. Right? But the vast majority of average people are having sex before they even know what each other's middle names are.
That's cool. I don't want to know my middle name. That's disrespectful for you.
But
even call
my
me my
point,
name.
but the point I'm making is, you'll have access to another person's body before you know anything about them to say that this person's energy is safe enough to have in your life.
That's cool. But check this out. I'm gonna make this even wilder to hear.
Go ahead.
You can have access to a person's body and all amenities of their body before they even feel comfortable with posting you, which costs nothing.
I agree.
That's nuts, right? So it's like, yo, I asked a female this once. I said, yo, how long does it take a person to make you feel like you can claim them? She said, oh, about 3 weeks. Cool. So this is me asking a female, not that back there in the back. Not that, it's to say like, yo, we got something here. If everything aligns right, he's like, yo, I like Cam, I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is leading me to a question and say like, what are we? But then I asked a simple question. I said, yo, how long will it take for you to feel comfortable with posting your man? Oh, a year, 2 years.
I feel that though.
But why?
Man, I want to take my L in silence. If you don't, hey, listen, if you turn out to be a whack ass person, let me take that L non-publicly. If you take advantage of me, you break my, cool. But the very moment people find out about your issue or your person, and then it happened, now that L is public. And so I can understand people saying, you know what, let me be sure that this is something that's solid. Because if I claim this person in person, especially if that person got some notoriety, right? That person got some notoriety. Now those L's are very, very public. Now people going through your page, why the fuck you dealing with him? Look at what he said, blah, 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 blah. So I understand. Because here's the thing. People can endure private L's. That's a different conversation in the household. We on the same page. I know what you got going on. We got our agreements and shit. But to see that other people, they don't know your agreements. They don't know what's going on inside your household. They don't know the benefits y'all give to each other. So now their opinions and shit is all over the fucking internet because they know we talk like that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going, even if you have posting publicly, man, keep the contents private, because that's the last thing you want to deal with. Motherfuckers don't even know what they talking about, got an opinion on your shit.
I don't agree with that.
Why not? Go ahead, tell me about it.
It's because
y'all realize everything that Ace talking about is protecting himself. When Cam was talking, he was talking about women basically wanting to get under other people or getting validation and support from other people while they living ratchet or being ratchet. And he was talking about how he knows if the woman is demonstrate that she may be a gold digger. We get to see if she getting flown out. We get to know if she getting cash apps. We get to know if she there for a good time or a long time. Y'all can look at the pictures and see exactly how women are conducting themselves and how they moving. And it looks like he's protecting the best interests of men, but at the same time getting women to acknowledge what we see in you. And if you either change those behaviors or you stay the same based off just looking at your internet profile. But Ace goes right there to agree, but then goes, oh, yo, a vast majority of people having sex before they even know their middle names. Don't even address the point that he's making where we talking about the actual truth of how people are conducting themselves and the way they treat each other, and how you lead with money, how you lead with booty, how you lead with actually being righteousness or being intentional. He's demonstrating how both people can protect themselves and acknowledge where they're doing wrong. But every time Cam addresses it, Ace keeps talking about himself, especially when you're talking about posting pictures. I've never been in a generation or era where women post everything but the love of their life. Women post everything but the man that they're actually with. Women post everything but the man that they actually love. And I won't say it's a lot of times they don't want to do it, but they know that this relationship probably isn't consistent. They know that this relationship probably ain't gonna last too long. They know that probably this dude is probably messing with somebody else, and they'll show everything but the man. Sometimes you may catch a toe. Sometimes you may catch a finger in the photo. Maybe you'll catch a hat. Maybe you'll catch a silhouette. Maybe you'll catch a shadow. But they'll do everything but actually show the picture of the guy, because it's not actually a solidified relationship. I've never seen nothing like it, yo. Somebody's financing something. Somebody's financing your life. Somebody's buying all these things that you showcasing to us. Somebody taking you all these trips, but you don't even showcase that guy. And a lot of times it's because those relationships are not genuine and the woman has never fully committed to that man. Most sisters have never fully 100% committed to no man. That's why they compete with the man. They don't ever want to risk their heart. The man never, ever fully gets their heart. He'll get some access. He'll get some sex. He'll get some time. He might even get a relationship. He might even get a marriage. But most of these brothers never fully ever get this woman. You never really fully get a commitment. That's why most of them are not loyal. So I don't know why we pushing men to get married. I don't know why we pushing men to live righteous by these women when most of these women compromise these brothers. Most of these women compromise themselves. Most of these women compromise families. Most of these brothers come on panels and they do everything they can to show these women how much they love them, how much they try to tell them the truth, how much they'll be vulnerable for them, and that women will use it against them. They want men to be emotionally available, but soon as the problem becomes you, hey, I don't like the way you treated me. I don't like the fact that everything we talk about is solely about your happiness and the way you feel. You living foul. You're not living up to the standards of what I would want from a woman. That becomes an attack on her character. That becomes an attack on her womanhood. That becomes an attack on her life. And all of a sudden, she ain't feeling it no more because you got a problem with her. She loves you more than anything. You are number one in her life. She want to live with you forever. But as soon as you point out that you got a problem with how she's treating you, now you the worst person. You enemy number one, enemy of the state. But if she tells you she got a problem, you don't want to do nothing more than address the fact that you're causing your woman a problem. You want to do nothing more than to see your woman happy. And that's most brothers. You ashamed of yourself if you're not living up to a certain standard that demonstrates you actually care and love this woman. You ain't going to make it a problem. You're going to fix that real fast. But have a problem with a woman. Tell a woman how you actually feel. Tell a woman you ain't happy. She's going to shut down and make it about herself. and she's gonna run completely away from accountability, and she's gonna run completely away from responsibility to love you. And the brothers know exactly what I'm talking about, and the sisters, y'all know what I'm talking about too, because most of y'all truly never love a man. My brother True Sankofa became the sponsor of the show with $50. Much love to you, my brother. I think you knew you a new one, man. Much love for the support and contribution. Smart women are married and do what it takes to stay married. These single women, boss B career, first disease infested, multiple baby daddy, having for the streets, belonging to the city, married men, side chicks out here gets no play. My goodness, man. Woo, 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 woo. Man, what
She got your ass.
Hey, much love to you, my brother. I hope I read it well. Until they take full accountability for their behaviors, my brother, most of this is never changing. You know, can't nobody tell them they wrong. They never wrong. As much as right that you doing, you always wrong. And no matter how much wrong they do, they always right. But why can't you just be wrong one time?
How I feel to be wrong? Huh? How I feel to know you wrong? It's okay. I'm wrong all the time. This is just your first time experiencing. You wrong now. So you want to talk about it? Okay.
Y'all, my brother just helped us reach our super chat goals. We just need 13 more memberships and $88 more in the Cash App. All right, y'all. And we reach our super chat. We reach our goals for the show. So my brother Sankofa, and actually True Sankofa. I don't know if you know a Sankofa. There's other Sankofas that I know about, men that care for people. I forgot what the name of the school was. There's a school called Sankofa that helps women and men. I don't know if you ever heard of that before, my brother. But thank you so much for your donation, y'all. Thank you so much for helping us reach the super chat goals. We just need 13 more members and $88 more in the Cash App. All right. So let's help finish our membership goals and our Cash App goals.
Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
Let me see. Let me make sure I update this, that we met this goal.
Taking your L in private, taking your L in public. The thing that's the common denominator, you're still catching the L.
Yeah, you see it? Yeah.
And this is the thing. And I couldn't wait for this conversation to happen because a lot of women will shame a guy for the girls that he's decided to be with. Well, how many guys are shaming the girls for the guys that she's been with?
Well, it depends.
They don't want you to know that. Because behind every woman, there's a guy that's entertaining her to some degree. And she may not want you to know that.
But think about it. I ain't gonna say the name unless you want me to, but it's a
I want you to. You see how that happened? Got to keep it funky.
All right. It's a
no, we don't want to think about it. It's just
for example, Lori Harvey.
Talk to me nice.
Lori Harvey. She's had public relationships. That it wasn't like she was dating multiple men at the same time. It's not like she got caught in a scandal, but because she publicized her relationships, now there's this perceived threat of her in a way that a man doesn't get judged that same way. So you go ahead and you post your public relationships with women that are doing things that have accolades. You're getting praised as a man. People are fucking with you. None of the next women that's gonna come talk to you gonna feel intimidated or whatever.
Harvey ain't praised. Let's talk. Let's talk about it.
By men?
Yes.
You don't, the whole thing?
Who cares? Cause a dude ain't worried about that. The only thing a dude worried about really is nothing. It's not for me. And I'm gonna put you on this gym and everybody else on this gym. It's not the men that it's not being with the man because you know, or we know that you've been with men. It's the quality of man. And that's what's so hard for people to understand and dissect. It's like, yo, I assume that You've been with a man. Now with Lori Harvey, like, bro, she's been vetted. She knows how to move, and she's always been the heart killer or the heart snatcher, heartbreaker, so to speak. And when you think about that as a man, you better understand what comes with that. Is that her fault? I don't think so.
I don't know if we being honest about this conversation. I think she takes a lot of flack.
No. We are being honest. I'm speaking.
Do y'all think Lori Harvey gets ridiculed and shamed by majority of men, or majority of men will still wife up Lori Harvey, even though she was with Diddy, she was with Diddy's son, she was with Future, she was with Michael B. Jordan, she was with Idris from Snowfall, she was with what's that dude name? I forgot what the white boy's name is. I can't remember. Do y'all think, and which me and Fatty say, a lot of these women are still immortal no matter what they do, or do you think men would actually shame her and not be with her? What y'all think? Cam Newton thinks she's getting praised. Ace Metaphor thinks she's getting ridiculed and shamed. And I think men will shame her on one hand, depending on what the caliber of guy you are. But I think most men will still try to wife up Lori Harvey because the way she looks. It's a lot of women don't ever have to fully fill out the power of what it feels to be shamed because someone is always there to pick up the pieces. And so when we look at the fact that they don't typically hold a relationship or stay with a man, it's because they always think there's another man out there and they always think it's the better deal. They always leave the man because they think they can do better. They think they can upgrade because the caliber of guy that they had. Damn, if I could get this type of dude, man, I can get another one better than him, bigger and better. Especially if she don't think she can do no wrong. She's gonna get under somebody else that'll make her feel good for doing wrong. That's their go-to move. Oh man, this man is holding me accountable. This man is telling me the truth. This man is telling me to do better. I just go talk to this man. I just go talk to my sisters. I just go talk to these other women to feel good about how I'm doing wrong by these men. I can always say he was toxic. I can always say because he had an expectation for me that he was controlling. Instead of, you know what, yo, on this one, I dropped the ball. This was a good brother. This was a kind brother. This was a righteous brother. This man was always here for me. This man always adored me. This man always loved me. This man took on all my demons. This man took on all my hell. This man took on the worst part of me, and he still didn't go anywhere. But that can turn to, damn, this man is weak. Damn, this man let me use him like a punching bag. Damn, this man end up letting me walk all over him. Instead of looking at all the positive things that a good man does when he comes in your life, women will find a way to self-sabotage. They'll find a way to break down in a way that makes the man look bad and makes them look like a good woman. He wasn't man enough. He couldn't step up to the table. He couldn't handle me. And y'all get to see it in majority of these relationships, even the high-class relationships. The Tom Brady losing his woman. Shamar Moore losing his woman. Johnny Depp losing his women. My brother Deontay Wilder losing his woman, trying to take care of her children and put them on the wheel. If those men can't get the cooperation from their women, if those men who are supposed to be high caliber men can't get respect and love and admiration from those women, how can the average man do it? And again, y'all, much love to the 168 people in the building. We almost got 200 people in the building. Please like and subscribe. I will drop the link in the few. Okay. If y'all want it early, I may drop the link faster. Okay. I may drop it sooner. All right. But again, if we're asking men to do better and be better, then the women got to do better and be better as well too. It's very rare for a woman to say, hey man, this man held me down and I just wasn't good enough. I just didn't do my part. I was lazy. I was inconsiderate. I was selfish. I wasn't doing right by this person who stood by my side. It's very rare. It's always he was a cheater. He was a liar. He was abusive. He was controlling. He was toxic. He was triggering me. He was gaslighting me. He was creating trauma. Hey, prove me if I'm wrong. Well, prove me wrong.
my truth.
Yeah, but as compared to how this was a man moving in a similar way, she gets way more flack online for just being a 20-something-year-old dating somebody.
Okay, let me put it like this. So when you say catch more flack, is it a flex or not to be with Lori Harvey? What do you say? It's not a flex?
Why you put me on the spot?
I'm asking.
If it was me being with Lori Harvey, it's definitely a flex.
If it was me, yes. If I see another person with Lori Harvey, it's still a flex. So where is this narrative being spewed? Like, has she been with a lot of people in the industry? Yes, you can name 3 of them off the bat. But the truth of the matter is like, yo, let's put things into real perspective. Is this something that the culture has identified? Like, oh my God, like she's this. But every man, if you're with her, is still a flex because she checks all the boxes.
Yes, her. But then now we go to the average woman. The average woman that's on my page right now, when I talk about, hey, keep your options open. If you're not exclusively dating somebody, you know what I'm saying? Vet multiple men at the same time. Go to coffee here, go to here. You ain't got to sleep with them. But if you single, be single. If you say that, there's women even internalizing, I can't do that. That'll make you a hoe.
No, for sure it will.
Yeah. How?
Because you can't keep, like, I look at guys through my lens. I know that there is guys that's out there that look at relationships and just perspectives like me. You're not about to sit up here and be going to coffee dates and other dates with multiple versions of Cam and ain't nobody gonna want nothing out of it. Like I said this before, I don't kiss the cuddle. Like, I'm not going on dates just to be able to say I'm actively dating. I'm going on dates to score. I'm not trying to get friend zone, bro. I'm trying to get in the end zone, bro. If you understand.
So is that a projection then, right? So like now it's saying, okay, because this is how I operate as a man. I'm now projecting how I think all those other men are operating. And now I'm uncomfortable with you exploring your options as a woman and picking the best suitors. Because here's the thing. Cam, there's some people that might be the best suitor on paper. It's a lot of niggas with a lot of money that turn out to be lame as fuck or can't be monogamous or whatever the case may be. So on paper, yeah, I'm out here with this particular person, but this dude that work at Louis janitorial service, this motherfucker's attentive.
Not for you.
Yeah, like and so I only know that through vetting multiple people. And then here's the thing, even if we're gonna be honest about it, that better suits that man. Because how many women are unhappy in relationships because they only dated one nigga at a time? So you are de facto the man she settled for because there was nothing to compare it to during the dating process.
Right.
So it wasn't even like you was the best. You was just the one that asked her out first. And then now you invest years of your life into a woman that now figures out like, shit, I don't even really know what I like because she didn't explore it. So I think it's even serving to a man to have a woman actually see what she likes and you be the best suitor for her.
Yeah. See, this is the thing that I must say about a conversation like this. First off, it's needed, right? And 2 things can be correct. I think too many times platforms, and this is what has made your content so, prominent and impactful because people aren't having these type of conversations. And when you make your point, you may get that's cool. But to have it is successful. To not have it and for me to think what I think, for you to think what you think is unsuccessful. Because you're giving me perspective, I'm giving you perspective, and together we're giving everybody else perspective. Now, the thing that I want to ask is being the other man an insecurity? Or is it just fun like we talked about?
Is being the other man?
Yes. Is that a creation of insecurity? Like she's dating on you, you're the other man she's dating.
And you accept it.
Yeah.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no, unless you're true.
And remember, this is a dirty macker. This the type of dude that'll tell the woman it's okay to be talking to all these guys so he can smash, while these women may not be sleeping with these rosters of men that they have. But typically, if a woman got a roster of men, she's sleeping with them. She got too many eggs in her basket. And she being courted, she want to be entertained, she want to be wined and dined, and it's demonstrating to you that she can't settle. And a lot of times these women think they way too good for just dealing with one man, and they're dealing with several men, but you already couldn't cooperate with one man. So why you got 5 men on your table? And a lot of times they got all those men to justify why they single. Because we like what's inaccessible. We like when a woman don't got nobody around. We like a woman who's working on what a man needs. And that's what will make a man want to commit to you. That's what will make a man want to support you. That's what will make a man want to fall in love with you. What can you do for me that you can't do for no man while entertaining several other men? Why should I be with a woman who moves like a man? A man doesn't want that type of woman in his life. I don't want a woman that's moving like a man. And you shouldn't want a man who's moving like a woman. If you're trying to outsex a man, if you're trying to outbody a man, if you're trying to out-roster a man, a lot of times you will be unable to be satisfied. You have way too many options in your mind. So why should you listen to me? It's just like the DMs. If a woman is talking to a man and she's in a relationship with a man, or she's married with a man and she's still on social media talking to several men, if that man makes her mad, she could just turn into the man's in the DMs. She can start entertaining those men just because her man made her mad. When a woman has a roster, when a woman got a countless amount of men, when a woman has been ran through, it's going to show her inability to bond with one person. She got way too many options. And what it does to her is completely different than what it does to us. We ain't scarred by all those options. It doesn't cause us trauma. I don't take on the energy or the so-called energy or personality of all these men I'm dealing with. And now you finding it hard to talk to one man, deal with one man. We're not the same, y'all.
Motive is to actually be with her. There are a lot of men that are okay with just the sexual benefit of a woman. There's a lot of men that don't want their time held up by one particular woman. That's why a woman that's in a relationship is attracted to that man, because she can't command your time and babysit you if she's in a full other relationship. So there are men with that role fits perfectly in their life, because here you come, you only got an hour. So now I ain't even got to ask you.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
And groceries.
Yeah, and groceries. Now I ain't got to ask you, so what you about to do? Because we already know you got to get back to your family. So, but there are other men though that will play the friend zone. They ain't even the other man for real. They ain't even getting the draws. But what they doing is, I'm playing that friend zone. You can't have friends though. And you up there secretly being a shopping buddy, hoping that the other guy stumble. And I think that situation is an insecurity.
But are you really a friend though? That's what females don't realize.
Oh, well, yeah. But
are you though? Are your intentions truly to be a friend? Or is it to have this person bend?
Most men is to have that person bend.
Yeah.
I believe that that's when you're in a relationship and this guy is doing that. I feel like it's the hopefully how you fumble, like the other guy fumble.
Mm-hmm.
And then here I am, was able to gain your trust by talking shit about the guy you with. And that's what happened. Like, yeah, I'd never do that shit. Yeah, he should be all this bullshit, bro. I hate that, man. It really pisses me off. So I think that's an insecure man because you don't have enough confidence to even be forthcoming about what your true intentions are.
Yeah, but all my life, I've been honest. And I told you I only got 45.
Yeah.
But you wanted 24. Yeah. I can't give you that. I'm trying to hit it from the back. You want some more? You want some more? I ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm snapping right now, but okay.
But can I say this though? In that scenario about if a man is insecure, even if a man is only looking for sex, even if a man doesn't want a woman occupying much of his time, and that woman in a relationship feels it, there is some sort of insecurity that makes you believe you ain't player enough to find that in a woman that ain't got a man. And you ain't player enough to say, hey, listen, hey, babe, this is all I got. This is all I got for you.
Yeah.
A lot of men, because they not player enough to say what they want. Because here's the thing, there are men that don't want to be in a monogamous relationship, but they ain't player enough to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like when you get into cheating.
And he's a liar because he be dirty macking. If you tell women the truth and let them choose, they're gonna pick the liar. That's why men lie. You're gonna pick the liar, and I still know you out there. I still know you want to be you want to be lied to. I still know you're gonna let some other man hit. You're gonna let somebody else smash. You're not gonna be loyal. You're not gonna actually commit. You're not gonna tell me all the things that this man's gonna benefit from when you get with him. You're gonna pick the liar. When the woman says, tell me the truth and let me choose, she really wants you to tell her everything that she wants to hear. She wants to hear what you about to bring to the table. She wants to hear how monogamous you actually about to be. She wants to hear how much you're willing to bend over for her. That's the truth. And she's going to be willing to go with that guy, even though she may not really respect him, knowing that's not the truth. That's why they don't stay in these relationships. They lose respect for a lot of guys that they're with, but they'll use those guys as fillers until they get to the guy they actually like, and until they get to the guy they actually love. And then when they get to that man, they played so much time trying to be a man and compete with men to be number one, that when they get to this guy that they actually love and actually like and love, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to perform as a woman. And they're going to shut down with him as well too. They won't be prepared at all. And they'll just blame it on the market of the men. They'll say it's because of men that we can't find a man, when they'll tell you at the same time, men are so easy. Men are so easy. Men are so easy to please. You can't tell us that, ladies, at the same time, and then turn right back around, say there's no good men. Maybe there's no good women. Maybe it's actually you that's attracting those type of men. Much love to my brother T.O. again. Hold on, T.O. What you out here doing, man? Let me see something. Now T.O. has tied with the sponsor of the show with my brother True Sankofa. So my brother T.O. hit us with another $5 super chat. Amber Heard should have got torched by the media, but instead she got a little rug burn and more movie roles. T.O., it's the same way that Cardi B should be getting tore up for saying she hates men and admitting again that she was drugging men and having trans have sex with them as well too, and robbing men when she gave them drugs, and repeatedly on whatever that place was on X or the new Twitter, where she kept saying she hated men and nobody said nothing about it. And now she's dealing with a man who got 7 to 8 kids out of wedlock or kids on the way, instead of being with her husband who supposedly was cheating. But they're not going to hold her to task. They're not going to hold her and identify what she's doing that's wrong to the men in current market, and how she's promoting other women to be just like her. And people keep clapping for her, keep praising her, keep wanting to go to her concerts. We want men to do what's in the best interest of society, but we keep telling women to do what's in the best interest of themselves, even if it's messing up all of us. Much love to you, my brother T.O. Became the sponsor. Tied with the sponsor with my brother True Sankofa with $50, man. Much love to you, my brother. One of the legends, if not the top legend of the Untouchable family, my brother. Much love to you. Make sure y'all spam my brother T.O.'s emoji as well too. All right. Let me see. Where my brother emoji? Here we go. Make sure y'all spam his emoji. Look just like this. What's going on, my brother Marvin, man? How you doing?
How you doing, Ali? How you doing, man? Everything good?
Yes, sir. What's the word, my brother?
Yeah, man. Ace, I just do not like that guy, man. He is a liar. He is a manipulator. I just don't trust him. He's catered to the female needs, and like he is a simp. But I know that he a dirty macking brother. I know that he is. I know for a fact he is, and I don't like anything that he preaches. And like it's all it's a cash grab. I'm gonna be honest. It's all a cash grab, and he has already been outed. And like I forgot her name. Lori Harvey, whatever her name.
Harvey.
Yeah,
Lori Harvey.
yeah. I do not know why Ava men and they freaking Ava validate her. I know why, but it's like she's no good. She's a money hungry person, and how she did Michael B. Jordan was just foul. But he's a simp. I can tell. Hey, but Michael B. He is a simp, and like he ignored all of the signs.
You think Michael B. Jordan is simp for
Yeah, I think he's soft. I think
think
he's soft.
soft?
I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think that he a raw type of dude. I mean, like he got the culture, but he just don't have that like he commands in the room. He just don't have that presence in my eyes as a
Okay.
black man.
So
But
you
he's
think
cool and all. I don't got no issue with Michael B. But like he a simp, man. Like he wanted to marry her, and then like she had and rejected his proposal. And I'm like, hey, but Michael B is a good man. He ain't up in the streets. I mean, it's crazy, but and the nice guys, and they just don't want a nice guy until they age out. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
So
and that's
then,
just how it is.
So do you think most guys are that way then if we're entertaining the current market? Like how if he don't know, are you saying he's a sucker because he knew? Like what if he didn't know?
I think he knew, man. Hey, because
No, I'm saying what if he didn't know? Is he a sucker still?
No, if he didn't know, but I'm sorry, hey, but we got the internet and we all know her history. So like he had to know. So like yeah, ain't no excuses, man. Like he gotta receive capital punishment. Nah, man, we can't do that. We can't do that. Ain't no what ifs or no, nah, he a sucker. He a sucker.
Let's keep reviewing, man. Let's see what he talking about.
Like, is it an insecurity in the face of it? It may not be. It might be lack of discipline, but sometimes it is because you're insecure about what you really want and you're hiding it from the person that you say you care about the most.
Yeah.
This is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with. Say it.
So cheating to me and my maturity in dating and just living as a whole, even, with me and my partner, what we talk about, my lady, my dog, you know what I'm saying? My ace, you feel me? Like over the years that we've been talking and we have these conversations over a cigar, over dinner, just, really connecting. Cheating isn't sex. Cheating is deceit.
Yeah.
So I'll explain it like this. Whatever you and your partner understands, that's not cheating. So too many times people they trauma bond and be like, oh, that is, well, I'll never go for that, sis, or bro, I'll never let my woman do. Bro, whatever he signed up for, whatever she signed up for, what works for them, it may not work for you. And I ain't asking, keep your 2, 3, 4, and 5 cents. But sex is not cheating. Deceit is cheating. Because if you're telling your partner, oh, baby, I want a monogamous relationship, but you're being platonic with having a polygamous relationship in deceit or a disguise of you my wife, you my girlfriend, and blah, 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 I think there's more men that should be held accountable to like, yo, what do you want? What was the advertising lure to lure her to you? And when you got her, did that change?
It takes a secure man in himself to be able to communicate to a person he cares about that he has a sexual appetite for other people. When you don't do that and you indulge in it anyway, I believe that makes that man insecure because you're not secure enough in your truth
for sure
to live in it. And then that's where that deceit comes in. So even when you were asking me about the guy being the other guy, like you're not actually living in your truth. You probably don't want a woman that's in a relationship. You just don't want a woman that's all on you, that's worried about what you're doing. Because oftentimes if you're that other guy, you're just the other guy to her and you got your multiple situations. You get what I'm saying? But if you get a woman that actually, a quality woman that actually desires a relationship, you can't run that I'm busy 28 days of the week or 28 days in a month, and I can only see you at dark at 1 a.m. in the morning. You can't really run that with her. So I just think it's about being secure in your truth. And then honestly, I'll be honest with you. It's about us actually giving people honest and transparent communication, because if you don't, you are taking somebody's power of choice away.
Yeah.
You are taking a woman or a man's ability to choose whether or not they down for that. And here's the bottom line. Most people, if you were honest about it,
let me ask you this: if women ain't loyal and women lie to men, should men tell the truth about them not being loyal and not wanting monogamy? You on mute, my brother.
Agreed. I think that if that a woman, hey, but what'd you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No. If majority of women aren't loyal, and then at the same time, a lot of women are actually lying to men about what type of person they are, should men lie to women? Excuse me, tell the truth to women or lie to women? What do you think?
I think that man should tell the truth. But for some reason, man, a lot of these able women here and they lack comprehension. I don't know what it is, especially our freaking able women, and they lack comprehension and they only care about themselves. And they don't care about your feelings, how you feel and how you talk. Well, and you saying all loud and stuff, I said I'm using effective in communication and you're not grasping what I'm saying. So yeah, I think that a man should always be honest. All the time, he should be transparent. If you have any problem, if your girl is slacking off, not being honest, hiding, having partial information, and you should always be brutally honest and tell her and the truth about her as an individual and like also her behavior and like how come it's bad.
Okay. Oh, I think something happened to him. Much love to my sister. Smell the Roses with the $20 super chat. Much love to you, my sister. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much always for the support. I'm gonna catch you one of these days. I'm gonna make sure I come on that show and support you as well too. I gotta look at your schedule and look at your lives too. But thank you so much for supporting. We love you and the Untouchables, man. Always Smell the Roses. Much love.
Thank you for the $20. We're starting a nonprofit called Keep the Untouchables Fed. Remember, don't feed the haters.
And then my brother Sky High hit us with 5 more memberships. Much love to you, my brother.
Empire, baby.
From the Untouchables for 5 more gifted memberships. Where I think it's going to be about 550 memberships after this show.
They'll be down.
They'll be down for it. Now, again, maybe not loudly.
Yeah.
Maybe not loudly, but if we got this understanding, and the understanding is don't be sloppy. Don't do this.
Don't embarrass.
Don't embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? Then that's a conversation 2 people can have.
I'm gonna move on after this, but I need to make this point because in most situations, especially for the strong, woman, when you give them this ultimatum, this or that, when you ask, would you deal with me having sex or a person that you're dating having sex with another person, or would you prefer that person to provide for the other person? Which one would you prefer?
Sex, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be able to say like, hey, Tony, he just bought me he just paid for he just took me on this and and guess what? I didn't even open my knees. That right there that a female finds out, it's like, hold on. What? You took her to Jamaica with you?
Oh, that's crazy.
And y'all just having it, that's your friend?
That's crazy.
That's the embarrassment part that like women will, and you'll be surprised as a dude, like you'll be surprised the woman that's at that point in their life was like, bro, I don't want nothing. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, I agree.
I've had those conversations where it's like, yo, that's wild. Like you're so complete, but like who made you like this, right? You know what I mean? It's whatever. But one of the things that while viewing your content, there was a term that I found was like something that I was like, oh, it's called dirty macking. And you kind of did it as you was telling that situation. An example of dirty macking is being on the phone saying you'd never do basically, you're speaking down on a person or exposing a man.
Yeah.
What a man is truly doing, and then trying to up your side, meaning like, yo, I'm about to give you a tell-all of what men actually do. I'm not like that, dude. You see what I'm saying? Like you give, like your content is more pro-woman, and I'm not mad at that. I actually commend you for that because you do put a lot of women on. And it's important that women are put on from the standpoint, it's like, yo, do you really, like one of the main things that I was trying to get my lady to understand, and all women to understand, is do you really understand what a man will do? To just, like, a dude will play his role for years, centuries, and that one night.
Yeah.
So, like that analogy, and I have a definition for dirty macking. Urban Dictionary, by the way, says someone who messes up your chances with a guy or girl by portraying them as unworthy or untrustworthy, dishonest, a womanizer, or otherwise undesirable. Right? Basically talking down on the next man so that you look or sound good as a possible better option.
Okay. I get where we're going.
Yeah.
So to directly say, agree, disagree, right?
Okay.
So, like, for example, would it be dirty macking of a father to talk to his daughter about what to watch for during dating, because when he was younger, these are the tricks he used to play?
Yes.
Would that be dirty macking?
That is an actual fact, because I tell my daughters, I have 3. I tell my daughters, I'm telling you the things because I'm protecting you from guys like me.
So one of the things in our community, and we got to talk about, the lack of fathers in our community doesn't just affect little black boys, it affects little black girls as well.
Y'all see how this man moving the goalposts and conflated a father telling the daughter what to look out for in the market because he was that type of man as well too, and try to conflate it to being a dirty macker. When we talk about a dirty macker, is the man who try to make men look bad, even though he's demonstrating the same type of behavior so he can look better to women, possibly to have sex with them. And that's what kind of brother Ace Metaphor is. How the world he just did that? And then he started talking about fathers not being in the life of their children. And we already saw what the CDC says, that 58% of black men live with their kids and 78% of black men are involved with their kids. And that's self-reported by black women. So soon as he asked them about dirty macking, because it's going to shed a big spotlight on Ace Metaphor, because that's majority of his content, he had to change it to, if dirty macking is what a father tells his daughter to look out for. That's crazy. As if a father's trying to take advantage of his daughter, and not in that kind of way. But a man who dirty macks is equivalent to what we say a grifter is, where they know better, but they selling misinformation so they can profit from it, but they know better on what they're telling people, but they're allowed to profit.
And there is oftentimes a reason why women will sign up for mistreatment, because they didn't get healthy male validation growing up. They didn't have that uncle that gave them the game. They didn't have that brother that gave them the game. They didn't have that father that gave them the game. And so when I think about my content, I'm never talking about a specific person, but it's the shoe fitted fit. If I'm talking about a toxic person, if I'm talking about a person that leeches from you, a person that doesn't appreciate you, and if you're relatively unhappy with, I'm not talking to that guy and saying, you need to treat her better. I rarely make videos aimed to a guy saying, you're fucked up, you're doing the wrong thing. Right. It's me saying, hey, listen, if you are seeing these uncommittal signs from a man, if you were saying you being led on, why do you keep holding on to the string? At some point, you got to take control of your dating situation and walk away from something that's taken from you.
Yeah.
And that is a conversation that anybody that cares for an individual will have with her. It just so happens mine is on the internet. Now, I go back to the dirty macking part. Clearing up a misconception. Bro, we talked about all the non-sex having I've been having. But when I was on, we do tours all the time. I've been doing tours for 10 years now. And I ain't gonna lie, I had one good year. I did too much.
I was running through the six with my road.
It's probably, I ain't gonna, you was in the league. That's probably crazy. But I can only imagine, because even I'm talking about, I may have been 26 at the time, 27. And the shows weren't even that big. It's probably, it is considerate, but it's like 150, 200 people there, women. And I do remember, it was a stretch where it was like, bro, I had to check myself. When you got to look in the mirror, the camera on me, I said, you a hoe. You a hoe. I had to look at myself. I had to just embrace it and say, I got to do better. And from that moment on, bro, I've been really, really better about that. Like,
I just want to respond.
I'm gonna ask the ladies this: if you have a man that has conversations this way, and you talk to a man that says all these things, and he speaks so highly about women, but he never has a woman, and he's not married himself or in a relationship, would you say he's a walking red flag? I'm asking the ladies. If you have a brother that talks in the same manner of this man, promotes the same thing that his brother is promoting, constantly put blames on the man for the faults or the faults of relationships, would you believe this man if he said most women are good, most women are cooperative, most women are loving, and then the problem in this society are bad men? Would you trust and believe in this man if he didn't have no woman? And if he wasn't in a relationship? It's one thing when men come up here and say what's problematic in relationships and with the women they're having dealings with, and you go turn back around and being disingenuous and go, why you ain't got no woman? Why you not married? Why should I listen to you? Well, the brothers just talk to you about how majority of the market is muddy. But if a brother's talking so highly about relationships, so highly about women, and then he'll turn right back around and say, I'm him as well too, and say, I don't have no problems with women, but then he doesn't have no women, isn't that dude a red flag? What's going on, my brother Truth? Hey, Marvin, if you back there, my brother, restart your phone, because it's still black, Marvin. If you back there, I'll bring you up, man. Try to come back again. What's going on, JB?
What's up, my brother?
JB, did you just talk?
No, that was me.
Nah, your mic didn't come on, JB. Hold on, let me try something, JB. Let me see. Say something now, JB.
Yep.
Good. Now you good.
Okay. What's going on, big dog?
What's going on, my brother? I'm just reviewing the Dirty Maccas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I was listening to that last part that you was saying how if women would appreciate a guy that does that. Right. I mean, if he didn't have any women, they would. Let me tell you why they would appreciate it, because they would look at him as they view themselves to say that he's probably healing, just like how they say that they're healing when they single.
Right.
So that's how they would try and equate the same situation and put that on that man, not knowing that it's completely different what he doing opposed to what they doing.
Right. So, it's the same way where they pretended like they pretend they truly interested in broken men and tell men to go get therapy, but ain't no woman want to deal with no broken man and man who got trauma and a man who tell you about his problems. This is a man that can't lead me. I'm going far away as possible from this brother. What's going on, Truth?
What's up with it?
What's up with it, man?
Check this out. The way he's talking, evading from being direct, he sounds just like that light-skinned doctor, whatever she calls herself.
Dr. Cheyenne Brown. Dr. Cheyenne Brown.
The way he talk, move the goalposts, and sound like he's intellectually astute with like what he's saying is really just him hamster wheeling, using words like what he was saying 15 minutes ago.
Right.
Like, he's single, he'll have one night stand, but if she got a good throat, but if this, I'm like,
ain't that crazy?
I'm like, look, he telling on himself. What he be saying on that stage is totally different, because he just like a female. If you let him talk long enough, that real what he really feeling and thinking is gonna come out. And the fact that he has power and has, clout from his notoriety, of course he's still a Igga in Paris. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna do the same thing, but try to intellectualize it and speak the women language to appeal to them, get a dollar, sound like Derek Jackson 2.0.
Right.
I see what it is. I was like, because we know if we did the exact opposite of what we're saying now, we can make a whole bunch of money. And use these powers and wisdom for evil, basically.
Right.
But that's what he's doing. It's funny. It's funny to me, but yeah, that's all I got for now.
But it only works because there's a market of women who have that type of mentality. All they do, let's say let's pretend a woman want to go Christmas shopping or Halloween shopping. If she's looking for Halloween, that won't work for her if he's promoting Christmas. But if most of these women are looking for Christmas and that's what he's promoting, that's the type of mentalities they got. If they truly want that type of women, this type of brother wouldn't exist. But a lot of women love being endorsed by men like this, so that most men always look bad, even though that's the type of man that they're dealing with. That's just like him.
Now they'll deal with a man like him, but only for a short while, because they'll see what he is when they're dealing with him for real. They won't find that attractive long term. That's the thing about that as well. It's a double-edged sword. But when men speak like what he's saying, it reinforces them to just basically move how they move with no responsibility. Self, I, me.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah, he's going to exude the same traits as the guys that he preaching against. Eventually, they all gonna start showing themselves to be true.
Right. But as soon as they get mad at this dude, they'll call him out. You see it all the time on TikTok. You see it on YouTube when the women know exactly who the pandering man is and who the suckers are. And as soon as they disagree with the women, they tear that dude apart. I know you're not talking to us like that. I know that's not you talking to us like that. Like they do it on, and truth, you know it on TikTok.
I was just going to say TikTok is treacherous. You know what I'm saying? This is light work right here. YouTube streets and on TikTok. That's why I always say women, they control TikTok because they can hit the mute button to drop you, block you, whatever, because they can't control their life the way that they want to. You know what I'm saying? They can control these chat rooms when they say 90% of men need to be deleted, etc. But they know they don't have that power, so they can have that rhetoric online or whatever. Because they have penis envy, because they know they can't push the button. They can't push the button. You know what I'm saying? They can't be on the front lines, etc. So,
no, you're absolutely right. Let's keep going, man. I want to see what else he say, because he tripping.
You just look at yourself. You like it's situations where I know men must feel it the same way sometimes. Because I know a woman probably go to the bathroom and think of the same thing, and sometimes you like, what are you doing? That's how bad it was. But I go to saying this, there, especially with my content, I hear from the naysayers all the time. Like there's this assumption that this is my way of how I would get girls and this, that, and other. But the last thing I'm worried about, heterosexual wise, because you got to be careful the last thing I'm worried about right now is women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, like I said to you before, I'm in that space of my life where choosing the right woman is going to be important to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all get what I'm saying? It's game. That's what you would tell a woman. Yeah. You would go chill with a woman or hang out with a woman, be like, nah, I ain't trying to Netflix and chill. I ain't trying to be intimate. I ain't trying to deal with you like that. I ain't even looking for that. Just so you can reverse psychology the woman to actually want to do that as well too. He not thinking about back in the day. Everybody, man, the smart brothers knew that. Truth was doing that. Marvin was doing that. Now that ain't what I'm trying to do. And then they get to show you that they trying to do that as well too, because they trying to manipulate you more so than even have that encounter with you as well too. The woman thinks her box is that good that she can convince you to be with her.
That's what we call plausible deniability. That's how they go into it. That's what that is. That's like 101, pickup line type shit. I ain't even trying to do that. I ain't trying, so you can act like you connecting with the woman on an emotional level versus a physical, and then she's gonna be like, oh, he connects emotionally. Then she opens up physically.
That's true. Yeah, that's real.
And it's not about random women and I'm doing this content to sleep with. I don't sleep with people. I don't really do that. I'm protecting my energy. And I know you rolling your eyes, man. You're rolling your eyes. Listen, I'm fucked out. Hear me out. Man, I'm out of fucks, bruh. Like, Cam, you still relatively in shape. You look really spry. But I'm getting sick of it.
You see why if he didn't have to wife up none of these women, if he ain't have to make none of these women his, and he still got to smash these women, and now he's tired of having sex, why should the men do it? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, what messes up the market, is a lot of us, it's difficult for men to step out and actually flex with your woman because someone's already had sex with her. Like, you really want to brag? I remember I caught myself when I got in college, man, and I said something crazy about, oh man, I'm dealing with such and such. Like, ain't nobody deal with her. Who you talking about? Such and such? Nah. Old dude
that's
did
crazy.
it.
That's
Like,
crazy.
hey, yo, y'all can't be serious. You know, and it wasn't even that serious, but it was the fact that you thought no one has ever touched that person, and you find out someone has touched that person. And when we were younger, y'all, it used to mean a lot. I think the young generation, it's a wrap. That don't even mean nothing no more. But when we was growing up, that used to mean something. You know, talking to somebody's father used to mean something. Now, nah, that don't mean nothing. Because they watching their mama doing their thing, and that don't are women virgins anymore? That's the way, you know, young kids are looking at it. Do you ever have conversations with young kids about the girls they dealing with?
Yeah, they look at it as more as like if the girls having sex is more lit now than being virgins. They don't really like the girls don't really praise being virgin. Yeah. They praise the girl that's more lit now. They don't look at it as like oh, she a virgin, that's better. They rather her be fucking, which is crazy.
Well, Jay, I've been trying to realize why it's happening, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
If a lot of dudes is wifing up women who actually was 304s as well too, so now people are compete with who the best 304 is. You see it? I think Josh Jacobs just wifed up a porn star.
And see,
I never understood that type of stuff.
See,
that's
and
crazy.
look, that goes back to the last episode. That's one of the reasons why a man today, it would be ridiculous for him to have to wait for sex for a woman because she had a change of heart or quote unquote change of spirit because of what we talking about right now. Because we already know 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be somebody from her past that had to do less, didn't have to hold to the standard she's holding today, and got more quicker.
Right.
So
that's
but
facts.
that's one of the reasons why every Abrahamic religion always knew chastity was the best bet, because if a woman goes beyond, you know, that threshold being, you know, crossed, these are the type of conversations that real valued men, they're not going to want to deal with. But the thing is, like, I wish I was on that conversation last time. Today, every woman thinks she's a wife.
Yeah.
Every woman thinks she's a wife, regardless of what she's done, what category she's put herself in. And then their only retort is going to be, well, every man's not a husband. Okay, cool. You really think like every single man is actually trying to get married? Because the ones that the majority of the women want in the top percent, they're not trying to get married because they know what they can lose. They know what they can lose, and they know they don't have to because they can have so many options.
But and they know the market though.
Exactly.
Like why would I wife up majority of these women? Why would I settle down if the women I'm encountering was in relationships? If the women I'm encountering are married already? If the women I'm encountering are dating? If the women I'm encountering, my homeboy already talking to as well too. Like the women that men are encountering, these guys are encountering, already dealt with. You already dealt with women who was already dealing with other men, and you knew it because they'll tell you. There was times I dealt with women that be like, "Yo, why don't you just settle down with me? I got all these dudes buying me stuff. I got these dudes taking me on dates." And that's what I'm saying. When women think they got a roster and make them look good, they make you look like a thought. It make you look like you got way too many options. You don't know how to settle, and you all over the place.
And she's always going to be all over the place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the thing is, what all of these women, I really wish I was on that show, but I had to get some sleep. The last one. All of these women, whether they're past a certain age, because being a wife is a young woman's sport. Once you get to a certain age, you're no longer desirable by valued men. And all these women think that they qualify for valued men. So the age, the integrity of their box, vagina, meaning how many people done went in it and how many people done came out of it.
Yeah.
And they will still think they will still think that they qualify for this fairy tale. Women have to understand you can disgracefully disqualify yourself. Meanwhile, men have to qualify themselves, be an eligible bachelor, meaning you have to hit all these check marks to be that valued man. Now, I'm not saying that she can't get married, but by the men of elite status that know better and can show better, that man that marries a low, one of those women, he'll never be truly accepted in the brotherhood of valued men. So that's just what we are today.
Yeah. But go ahead.
And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. And like most females, and they don't care about men' opinion. It seems about their value and like their choices, and they don't care at all. So if that we tell her that is wrong about her having a roster, and they don't acknowledge what a man says, it's very minimum. It's like shrunken because our women do not value what a man think, or like even into what he says. So like overall, man, I blame in the women, and they need to be held accountable because it isn't our fault because and the woman chooses. And the woman chooses, but a man, anything that he says or like anything of importance, and they don't acknowledge it. So overall, in society is cooked overall.
Man, all right.
I gotta put in the hour of work. What you doing? Just laying there? You're laying there. I'm putting in all the work. Then you want me to eat you out, and my jaw be locking up. Cam, it's just too much work. And so right now I'm in a space in my life where I done did all that, man. I did all that. I'm
gonna tell you when I was doing all that. So me and my partners is my family. Like we will call it the Hall of Fame walk. After you climax and you walk, you know what I'm saying, to the bathroom, you kind of close that door and you find that mirror and you was like, I can't say it, but you were. I would look at myself in the mirror, clean myself up, wipe myself off with the hot, warm towel, and I said, boy, I love you, boy. You just, and then you had that moment where you was like, you straight in there? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, yo, where is the, no more, whoosh. You had to press the toilet like you doing some moving, but you had that one-on-one time in that mirror, and you're like,
yo, but then it start feeling empty.
It's like it instantly goes from passion to how are we going to get her out of here?
And then here's the thing. It's like what I was chasing, I never found in between a woman's legs. I just didn't know what I was searching for. So I thought that that's where I was going to find it.
Okay.
And so when you...
Hey, what was he looking for?
Man, he a con artist. He a con artist, man.
Hey, hold on.
Tripping.
That was a valid point he had right there. That's one. That's he a bullshit artist. But sometimes he say some real shit. When it come to the propaganda being preached, you got to mix a little truth. What he said, because when it come to finding a woman that you really connect with, it's not between her legs. It's what's in her heart and what's in between her ears, and if she really down for you. So he is right on that right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, but what if that's all that's being offered?
But I'm gonna be honest. I think that the box it counts more, and then the ears and her mouth counts about what she says. I'm sorry, the box is the main priority.
No, but let me ask y'all something. In reality, if all of us, if there's 10 men, one got her mind, the other one got the box, who's more valuable to that woman?
The one who has
the one that got the box.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't it be like it just sounds good for women in a way?
Yeah.
The
one who got the box is getting the most of her because she's giving up like her most prized possession.
Right.
You definitely still want both of them for sure. I'm not gonna say I want one without the other. Definitely need to be a
but ain't that crazy that we living in a society though where she's giving you her body, but you don't get her mind or your heart, or if she's sleeping with somebody else might have her heart and her mind as well too. So who's actually
that's
the
crazy.
most? Ain't it crazy? Like they moving like a dude.
That's crazy.
Look, it's a show on Netflix called She's Gotta Have It. Are y'all familiar with it?
I saw that.
Oh
my goodness. I hate
the three-headed Cerberus. Yeah, I saw that. That's the Spike Lee joint too.
So what they do, you gotta understand, that was like a black urban Sex in the City where they that's a form of propaganda,
Whole culture.
media, movies, and then it's normalized because women, when they look at stuff like Lifetime and other movies, they sensationalize it and they think that's them that they're looking at on TV. So they'll act that out, and then because one dude, he was hitting it right, but he didn't have his finances right. One dude had the finances right,
Yep.
wasn't hitting it right. So one dude had her mind, the other dude had the body, and this what plays out in real life. So Jay said, you want to have both. But when I said mine, I was thinking from another type of game that wasn't, opposite of the square life. I was thinking of some more shit. But
Oh yeah, no, I definitely respect that mind part for sure, man. Because if you got somebody mind me, of course you got mind control. But you definitely got to have that box part too when it comes to female, because we still want the sex side of it. So the sex is going to be what's going to give us that appetite. Then the mind is going to give us that, that feeling of we have someone that's going to be locked in for us.
Right. You want her heart and her mind. Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to do that over and over and over and over again. And you're now dealing with the consequences of it, because again, now you got problems brought to your life. You're dealing with women you don't really need to be yoked with. And so you're searching for something. And so, yeah, now, you get that little masculine pump, like, ooh, look what I did, yada, yada, yada. But then after a while, you like, man, I remember there was a period where I would be having sex physically, but mentally, my mind is on my business. My mind is worried about this and this topic because I'm not even into this shit. Yeah. Then I asked myself afterwards, why did I even do it? It's because I felt like I was supposed to.
Yeah. You're feeding your ego.
Well, also, I'm feeding this perception that because I'm a man, I'm supposed to want to do it. Mm-hmm. I done learned to tell women no. No dick. They don't like it, neither. Not tonight. And then they'll look at you crazy, like, what?
No, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. I think what I've learned in dating with being happy in a relationship is this. Sometimes you got to remind yourself who you are.
Yeah.
And is that a problem? Because I'm asking, because I love to have the ball in my court.
Yeah.
I love to just get a girl number and I'm like, I will never call you.
Yeah.
I got your number. The thought of knowing that you can feeds my appetite, not even acting on it.
I agree.
And that's not to say every time I'm by myself, I still flirt or pursue other women, because I do not. We're talking in past tense a lot. And just knowing that, like, yo, bro, you have to go through it though. You have to be able to say, I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't need that right now, because what I'm pursuing, what I'm becoming as a businessman, it can jeopardize all that. Like, do I need the girl with all the aspirin? Or do I need the girl with the classy?
But you multiple times in this conversation refer to a feeling you get when you do it, right?
Used to.
You used to. Yeah, because we don't need you. Please. We don't need that no more for you. I know.
I'm happy.
And JB, you think that, like, it sounds like an egotistical conversation. Like, instead of actually addressing how our nature actually is, it sounds like something that can still sound good to women. Instead of just having a conversation, it's going back to ego again.
Yeah. No, the things they're saying is definitely guys who get chicks consistently or frequently. They're not talking about the guys who don't get girls all the time. Because like you said, I get a number, I want to even hit her back. I just want to, just do it just to do it. So yeah, it's definitely more bragging at this point.
Right. And there's times I say, no, you can't get it. It's no.
A lot of dudes,
which means he lied and contradicted himself, because he said he's not doing that anymore and he's not focused on women. But then he just admitted that there's women when they calling him, hey, you don't get none today, but that means he having sex still.
Facts. And when he was saying like, when he said I be busting it down, he said I be thinking about other shit. I be thinking about business and things like that.
That's a lie, man.
Ego. It's ego. It's ego. That means you having a lot of sex. That means you having a lot of sex, brother. No, exactly.
You're supposed to respect them and love them till you don't respect them.
Yeah. Do having a lot of sex.
Okay, yeah.
In the situation that I'm in right now,
because I be seeing some of your clips go viral. I said,
for sure,
that person on this seat should have been no Cal. Not today.
Yeah. And I'm learning that.
Yeah, but I will say, when you talk about that feeling you used to get, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I found other ways in my life to get that said feeling. You get what I'm saying? So like now, there's other things that I'm doing that give me that same like feeling that I still got it.
Yeah.
Like being able to sell out a show again, give me a feeling I still got that shit. Being able to take a hit when it come to business, but then recover, I still got that shit.
Yeah.
To now throw out another video and it get 1 million views, I still got that.
But he sound like a woman, right? You know how we were supposed to get on our purpose. We were supposed to produce so that we can get a woman and be with a woman. Why he got all these things, but he don't got a woman? That doesn't make sense. So then he says, I'm gonna replace the women with focusing on myself again and with the high I can get from being able to sell out a show instead of having a woman.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you still worrying about look, he becoming an older man. Why you still talking about replacing women and not thinking about women when you telling men to think about women and marrying women and being with women?
That is crazy. Yeah.
Ain't that crazy, man?
That's exactly what the women do.
That's crazy. That's nasty.
When they start saying, I don't want to date no more.
I don't need a man.
I don't need one. Yeah.
Why they complaining about the men?
Yeah, that means he busting a lot of them down. That's
Crazy.
what that means.
And it means that's not his priority to be with a woman and actually marry her and settle down as well too. But he has to justify it so he still looks good to women. We call that double talk.
Yep.
That double fork tongue.
Yeah. He a double agent. He a double agent.
There's other things that now feel that way. And then here's the thing, being able to have a dope ass conversation with a woman. And I ain't trying to, like, a lot of people gonna see this and they be like, you want some simp shit. No, for real. Like,
Hey, JB, honest to God truth.
Yeah.
How many times, no disrespect to the sisters too, and Marvin too, how many times have you spoken to a woman and she made you think about something you never thought about and you went, you know what? That was deep. How often do you have conversations with women where they having deep conversations?
That's rare.
And that never happened. That's rare. That's rare.
Yeah, I would say it's rare.
That's rare. That's
No
rare.
disrespect,
Keep
it
it
is
a
rare.
buck. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Most
Yeah,
women want to
yeah.
hear, most women want to talk about themselves and tell you about their life. So what is this conversation that he's having that's so dope with a lot of women?
Yeah.
No disrespect to y'all sisters. When we love y'all, we'll listen to you talk. But a lot of times y'all talking about yourself and we'll tolerate the conversation because we love y'all and we support y'all. But it's very rare for a woman.
Or they trauma bomb you.
Oh yeah,
Problems. I had a homegirl
Yeah.
like that. Like she'll start off the conversation with just, I got this going on. I got that going. I don't want to hear all that. Nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Unless it's a teacher. Hey, but
Is
a
that
regular
trauma?
girl, like a civilian, no.
Trauma bombing.
Is it trauma bombing?
Yeah, trauma bombing.
I thought it was another. No, that's not trauma bomb, Marvin. I thought it was another word. Trauma. Is it trauma bombing? I think it's another word because I learned a white girl said on our page the other day. Like so when women talk about their trauma, they get to vent about it, and you're supposed to listen and be concerning. But when the men talk about it, they what you said. But I don't know if it's trauma bombing. Hey y'all, what's the word for when you
shut that down?
What's your word? What's it called? Trauma dump. That's what it is, JB.
Oh,
It's
trauma dump.
So
okay.
when men talk about
Trauma
what they
dump.
go through, they call it trauma dumping. But when women are talking about it, then they're actually being able to vent to you. They actually communicate to you what's happening in their life. So they call it trauma dumping when we do it. They ain't trying to hear none of that.
Nah, because that's weakness in their eyes.
Yeah.
You bitchy,
Yeah.
you sassy,
A
suck
man,
that shit
yeah,
up.
you can't show nothing. Yeah.
That's why you can't.
And let me
not
hold
say
on.
nothing like that.
Yeah, Rick said an emotional sponge. That's exactly what it is.
Emotional-
I had to cut that off doing that. No, we're not doing that.
My hold on real
Yeah.
quick. My brother True Sankofa hit us with $20, another $20, and he becomes the sponsor of the show
Oh,
with
that's good.
$70 now. Much love to you, my brother True Sankofa, with a $20 super chat. Ace can say all that and still get all the box he wants because women are stupid. If they weren't stupid, they would be married, but they don't want to submit and want to do and say what they want, my brother. Much love to you, my brother, for trying to edify these ladies.
Thank you for the $20. We're starting a nonprofit called Keep the Untouchables Fed. Remember, don't feed the haters.
And then my brother T.O. hit us with a $5 super chat. Ali, you need to, Ilkan Ali, you need to get that clip of Obsidian on y'all show when he spoke on the time he was talking to his son or nephew. Much love to you, my brother T.
Thank you for the $5, homie. For real. You know what that means? It's our time to shine. Let's light it up.
I got which video? ATO, see if you can find that clip for me. I still got to review the other video that you sent to me as well too. And then my sister Wanda hit us with $20 in the Cash App. Let me see.
In the Cash App.
In the Cash App, she hit us with $20. Much love to you, my sister Wanda. Man, make sure y'all spam TO emoji and make sure y'all spam. Wanda's
Thank you for the $20. We're starting a nonprofit called Keep the Untouchables Fed. Remember, don't feed the haters.
And then my brother hit us with another $5 super chat. Y'all pretty ladies can come talk to me about deep conversations. Yeah, that's exactly how it started. And then it become deep. And then my brother T.O. again with the $5 super chat. Siri, play Lil Boosie Booty Talk. Or we can play this. Or we can play this.
I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Make sure y'all pick the right one.
Hey, Ali, I got something you can add. I got something you can add to the Womanese book.
Okay.
First I'm gonna ask, when a woman says, I'm living my best life, what is she telling you?
When she living her best life,
what is she saying?
She getting bust down.
Yeah, that's one of the things.
Almost
But,
everything
I mean,
they say.
It's like
they doing
what
what's
you-
in their best. They're doing what's in their best interest, but they typically getting bust down as well too.
Right. They're one of the ones that's selfish because they said they mentioned themselves twice in a sentence that only has 5 words. I'm living my best life. So like what you had said, if a woman not about you and she's in, self-love, self-care, all this
Right.
self, let me get my
they say that a
degree
lot.
or,
Yeah, they say
or
that
my
a lot.
career. Let me get my career in case he leaves me, when we already know women are the ones who leave relationships and marriages the most.
Right.
She's focusing on herself and she's letting you know beforehand. See, women always tell on themselves, but they close it and they, beat around the bush on what they're saying. So if she tweeted, put it on Facebook at any time, whether it was a breakup, in a relationship, after, whatever, if she said that popular phrase, I'm living my best life, you know what she is. That's all I want to add to that.
That's true. That's absolutely right, man.
You know how many women that I can sleep with but didn't have a decent ass conversation with?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
No.
to be on the phone for an hour, like I ain't gonna lie. The one time, when you start to do this, like I ain't did that since high school, and that feeling gave me that same type of feeling. So as much as I do like the sexual chase of it, what I'm chasing now is that intimate connection.
Yeah.
And then if we got that right, then everything is fair game.
Yeah, that's man, that's so.
If he got all them women, how he ain't got a woman with no intimate connection anywhere? Right about now, if these women ain't no good women, if he say most of these women are good and he's chasing the intimate connection, how he ain't got a woman by now?
He's being very self-centering at this moment, though. He's constantly talking about the things that he could be doing, but he's not doing them. What he's looking for, but then he doesn't have it. You can just see like he constantly trying to get reinforcement on what he's doing, and I think he wants that acceptance possibly from Cam and possibly the viewership because he played that that pandering game, that flip-flop back and forth. That's what I'm getting from him constantly. Just everything he's saying is still about him, so it's just crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Dope that you bring up, because it doesn't matter how happy you are in a relationship, you still desire intimacy in ways where it's a respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm such an alpha, right? And there's times where you got to be strong, you got to be macho in the presence of other men, and then what nukes that is feminine energy.
Yep.
So for me, and dare I disrespect, but like just being around women can nuke that.
Yeah.
And it's not. You have no sexual desire for that woman. It's just for perspective. It's just having an articulate, business-minded, just life, conversation. And it's like, you know what? I like that. I like that.
You know what's interesting, and I'm gonna say this, two points. The first point to what you just said was, in my life, this is my definition of it. I've heard a lot of men talking about how P is power. right? A woman's P is power, right?
Vagina, yes.
Right? They'll say that, right? And this is my the most powerful women I've ever met had nothing to do with sex.
Yeah.
It had everything to do with how her presence calmed me as a person. How
Hey, JB, why he ain't still with her?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
If she's so powerful, why that woman ain't in his life? If they met all these powerful women that had nothing to do with the P, why was he bragging so much more about the P than he was actually bragging about how powerful these women were?
He reinforcing the chicks that don't give dudes box, but give them a lot of conversation and time and fake energy. That's what he's doing. He's reinforcing the opposite, man. He playing games right now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he a wordsmith, all right. Wordsmith.
He is.
her presence guided me as a person.
Yeah.
How her posture during a time in a turbulent time in my life became a stabilizing force. And what I'm saying is, like, a woman like that, that's I don't like using the word masculine and feminine, but for the sake of argument, her feminine energy is so strong. That's the woman that had you wrapped around her finger.
No, for
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm searching for, because I'm saying everybody got P.
And you know it's fake. He not demonstrating nothing about the presentation of what a woman can do to actually benefit you. You know, hey, does this woman actually maintain a household? Does she actually bring peace into your life? Does she support you? Does she love you? Can she cook? And we're not getting away. I don't care how offended women get on that, on us having that discussion. Either you cooking or you gonna pay for somebody to bring, or you gonna, when we eat out or we dating out, whatever we want to do, the woman need to be paying for it if she's not gonna cook. Like, that should be one sole responsibility, one of her responsibilities that women got, and they offended by. But JB need to help cook. Marvin need to help cook. Truth need to help cook, but you don't take on the ownership of the fact that you should be cooking.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
No, I agree with you on that. Definitely got to own the role.
I agree.
Yeah.
And everybody can put it, not everybody, but a lot of people can put that on you, but not a lot of people can, in that conversation, make you feel like you Superman without you having to have sex with her.
Oh, that's for sure.
And then the second thing is, even when we talking about, because I was in a relationship before where, you know, we explored other partners and yada, yada, yada. You know what was dangerous about that, though, is because we had already had our connection, right? And
and look at it. This is what I mean, right? All food ain't good food. And this is what I'm saying. What if she can't cook? Y'all go hungry. What if a man can't provide? What if a man can't protect? Y'all have to be, we have to be able to label something that makes a woman trash if she don't know how to do it. It ain't no understanding. There ain't no grace. It's, yo, if you can't cook, you trash as a woman. If you can't feed your children, if you can't feed your man, if you can't put food inside their stomach and all you do is feed it can make them as Kraft macaroni and cheese, you trash as a woman. And that's what it should be. If I have to provide as a man and I'm a bum, then you need to be able to cook for a family.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah.
What you think, Truth?
Oh yeah. One of the things that I realized, because you know I'm cooking for my sons all the time. You remember when your grandma used to just watch you eat?
Bruh.
She just watch you eat, because it's the time and the effort she put in the making the food, and that was the love. That was the love.
Oh my God!
Right
Hey, Truth, she'll ask you. Oh, go ahead, JB.
I had my grandma, bro. She wouldn't let us throw our food in the trash unless we finished it.
That's right.
She would go check the trash can to see if we ate the food. For real.
Oh grandma don't play.
But she also asked you if it was good. Did you enjoy it?
Yep,
you know, the real women who love cooking for their families, they want to make sure it was good. Did you like the food? That you put your heart into the food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People can cook the same meal, but you can tell when somebody put their heart into it, when they put their passion to it. Y'all know when someone put love into a dish. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you put some love in that right there. You know what I mean?
You put your foot in this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put your foot in this. But now we're going to have an era of women asking for brothers to have certain responsibilities that make you a real man, but we can't identify anything that makes a real woman. At least you can cook or learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, let's get to helping you learn how to cook. Pick up some books, some cookbooks, watch some YouTube, look at Instagram. There's so many different avenues on how you can learn how to cook. There's stuff I learned how to cook just in social media. How you don't know how to cook?
Hey, social media. Yeah, facts. You ain't lying.
Yeah.
You ain't lying, man.
See,
These
that's the
females are
moments where
lazy,
you need
man.
to.
And the
Those are the
losers.
moments you need to use social media to your advantage and start teaching yourself something that's going to be beneficial,
Right.
opposed to just using it to watch all your, your favorite hip hop and R&B shows and all that extra shit. The basketball chicks, the fighting chicks. You got to take all that stuff off and tune into some stuff that's going to be beneficial to your soul.
Right.
So,
Absolutely. Hey, y'all,
Yep.
much love to
Yep,
the
agree.
we
I
got
agree.
we almost got 200 people in the building. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the share button at the bottom of the screen if y'all can for me. We just need 8 more memberships and we need $68 more in the Cash App to meet our goals, y'all. $68 more in the Cash App and 8 more memberships to reach our goals, family. What my I don't even know where that. Oh, there.
Like the video, hit subscribe, and show love to Ali at $Ilkan.
And the like and subscribe and shares for free.
that was kind of sensual right there, man.
Yeah, man.
How I feel about that when you just played.
I just like the energy.
Oh.
I just like the energy.
See, look, them rose petals. We could huh?
Oh, let me help him out real quick when before he don't say something crazy.
Thing that we explored was primarily just for sex. Then even as our vetting process as a couple became incomplete, because now we're not even, we should have still been vetting this person as a complete person, because that person can come in and bring energy to your relationship that can disrupt it.
Unwanted.
Yeah. So it's even in that situation where you do.
Yo, JB. Not him. The lengths, look at the lengths. And this our sister Summer to go to not just address the point that women should know how to cook. Like finding every single.
And you can't take them extremes like that. Really?
What if her wrist broke? What if she ain't got no hands? What if she was born with nubs? That's the minority case, Summer.
Extremes, man.
Come on, Summer. Like, why y'all do this?
Majority of y'all standing up, walking around. Y'all probably ain't doing nothing. Y'all definitely got both hands and both feet.
What if she ain't got no feet? Like, it's crazy. Like it's.
Hey, but Summer is like biased, bro. Hell no, man.
saying.
That's an excuse. If it was a man, nah. I'm sorry, man. I'll let y'all go. My fault.
Have a partner that's down. It's still very important for all parties involved to understand that energy, any negative energy, we can't fuck with that one.
It's crazy because as you were talking, the P in this case, vagina is powerful because it produces life.
Yeah.
But sex isn't powerful.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Ain't it crazy how sex is powerful and her womb is powerful and her ability to make babies is powerful, but a man's sperm isn't powerful? Do you see how they reduce us to nothing but penis and sperm? Ain't it crazy?
Check this out.
We reduce to nothing but that manhood and sperm. But the woman's body, but if she doesn't touch a man, if a man doesn't come nowhere near her, she can't get pregnant. But her body's powerful, her womb's powerful, and that part of her body is powerful. And I wouldn't say that. But how a man's body part isn't powerful? How is his semen not powerful? Ain't that crazy, y'all?
Oh yeah, they go right to step 2. Yeah, they skip right over step 1.
They skip right over step 1.
Without step 1, they're just the oven. Without the food, which is basically the sperm, to put in the oven to start the whole process, there will be nothing.
Oh no, but they'll tell you that they can inseminate, impregnate themselves. They'll say that they can do that.
That's a man.
They'll say
they'll
say that.
Man, so.
But that's crazy. I've actually heard women say that they can impregnate themselves from doing some type of inner working. I've never heard of no shit like that before.
But how often do you hear women talk about how powerful a man's body parts are, or how powerful the semen is?
The most we get is we might be stronger than them. That's the most we'll actually get. But just our anatomy, we don't get no reinforcement of what we actually are.
They'll call us sperm donors.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you gotta know the difference. I think the biggest turn on for me, and it's not, dare I say turn on. The biggest respect that I have for a woman is she knows how to move.
Yeah.
A woman that knows who she is not trying to, be status quo. And that's what understanding yourself, like taking those journeys, like, what are you looking for?
Yeah.
And when you see it, you know, it's like how she moves, how she talks, how she's able to, you know, control her own in a room with guys who are attracted to her, but she never crosses the line.
Yeah.
And guys need to know too, because I haven't always been in this space of understanding that, like, bro, every pretty girl is not meat.
Yep.
You feel me? Like, every pretty girl is not somebody that you should try to get her number from. It's a respect there. And my partner helped me understand that. The people who I have working alongside with me has allowed me to accept that. And too many times being in a very powerful situation as a man, you only look at the sexual benefits that you can get from a woman. And it's sad. But I fell victim to it. And now being able to say, like, yo, I like that. I like how you move, sis. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're rocking that thing. Like, you're carrying yourself with so much elegance and grace. It's like, dang, like, that's dope. But one of the things that—
Can I just say this real quick? Just to separate this. I'm separating you from this conversation.
Okay.
A lot of men, a lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organ.
That's crazy.
He's trying to get more box.
Yeah. The women say that.
Box.
Look, that's a common talking point. He took that from TikTok, right? So, I mean, if you really listen what it's saying, women—
That's crazy.
It's talking about the women's behavior. Of course, a man, if the physique and box, of course we're going to be attracted to that, but we're going to put you in a certain category of don't fuck with her on an intimate long-term level, because her attitude, her disposition, her talking back, her not executing what she's asked to do, that will effectively put them in that category. Like, I don't like you. I'm gonna still use you for your box, but I'm not gonna put you in a category where it's long term.
Let's see what he said. I'm gonna let him finish, right? Let's let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
They don't. They like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength. We're not talking about emotional strength, spiritual strength. We're not talking about—
Hey, who's stronger emotionally, men or women, in your opinion? Who typically is the emotional intelligent one? Truth and JB.
I'm gonna say men.
How about you, Truth?
Say again.
Who's typically stronger emotionally, men or women?
Men. But men.
We have
Like
to
it's-
do a lot more.
This is a good point I want to make. See, men, we think with our mind most of the time. So when we finally do break down emotionally, like that shit is for real, we'll regulate that. But women, since they operate on emotion all the time, that's why their shit is irregulated, because it's just that's what they do all the time. We're measured because we don't want to get emotional with the one woman. But when we do, we treat that shit preciously. That's why men love for real and women typically don't.
Right. And we don't what's the word we were talking about? Trauma dump. We don't emotionally dump. We don't tell women everything, and then they'll try to be funny and tell us to be vulnerable with them when we know they're going to use it against them. But we keep women away from those emotions so they don't have to feel what we feel. We don't want them to feel all the things that we're going through, but whatever they're going through, they're going to tell us. And even if we try to solve it, they don't let us try to solve it. They'll say, oh, I just wanted to vent. You know, they want to be able to tell you those things, but they're a problem hoard as well, too. So they'll make a problem out of nothing. Or if they have a problem, they'll keep the problem, not let you solve it. But you don't come to a woman with all your problems or your emotional issues as well, too. You really don't be telling women. A lot of men don't be telling women how they actually feel because a woman can't take it. But a woman can tell a man all day, every day, all year, 24/7, what she feels. And a man's going to do everything he can to make her feel better and make her feel happy. Where if you tell a woman how you feel, if you need a woman to address your problem, if you need a woman to be able to add to your happiness, she'll shut down and she feel like she's problematic and she'll make it about herself instead of addressing your concerns or addressing your emotions as well too.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Shout out to my brother. Oh, well, hold on. To my sister with the $2 super chat. I cook, I clean, and I got and then my brother 30K with the $2 super chat. Dirty Mackin 101 for sure. And then my brother, the algorithm unfiltered, with been a member for 22 months, says he got it wrong. Men love women, women like men. I agree 100%. I will say that's why I was trying to hear the conversations. Just like True said, men don't like the way women are treating them, but men love women. That's why we'll stay with women typically no matter what they do. But women like what men do for them, but they're not loyal or committed to men. They don't love men. They like us if possible, and we love them. Yeah. And then my brother still the sponsor of the show with 70. Now he's $75. The sponsor of the show with the $5 super chat. Who's more valuable? One man on an island with 100 women, or one woman on an island with 100 men? That is all. We say that all the time, my brother. We know it's the man with 100. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Y'all, we just need 8 more members and $68 more in the Cash App, man, to reach our goals.
The type of
and again, if y'all got any pushback, if y'all got any smoke, if y'all would like to come up and add to the conversation, I did tag the StreamYard link, but y'all can ask for the link. Or I'll drop the link again. But if y'all would like to come up or got smoke or want to add to the conversation, you're more than welcome to come up.
A strength that can run a household. And we're not putting that same type of weight. And what I would encourage, and this was the shift that I had to do, is I had to start liking the wholeness of a woman outside of sex. And then when you do that.
So he didn't like a woman either? So he projected because he didn't value a woman outside of sex. Now he projected and saying men didn't like women outside of sex as well too, when that's when men are absolutely complaining about. Most men ain't out here complaining about that they don't get sex unless they in sexless marriages. Yeah. But what men are typically complaining about is the way they're being treated by women and the lack of love they're getting from women and support from women, and they're not reciprocating. So we typically complain about their behaviors and not being loved and appreciated.
Yeah, no, he definitely word playing.
He that dirty macking.
The dirty macking.
How you appreciate the things a complete woman can bring to your life. When we talk about the Bible talks about finding a capable wife, right? That capable wife, that person that if you was to stumble, can pick up the ball and start running. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of men that have just a wife because they was only concerned about what she can do in the bed.
Yeah.
And so what I'm just encouraging men to do is just like, and it's for our own benefit, because a lot of us, especially men with some type of means, we end up finding a dependent, not a partner. Yeah, she can fuck us good. But if you was able to stumble, bro, what the fuck is gonna happen with your family? And so I just encourage men to be, I'm not gonna say more, because that's unrealistic to a lot of men, but as attracted to what she brings as a feminine energy to your life outside of just what you're doing.
Check this out. So to that point, OG told me this. Says, what's more important to you? Having heavenly nights and hellacious days, or hellacious nights and heavenly days?
Yeah.
Because when you really think about the nights, it's really 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes.
I was about to say, you give him 45?
That's foreplay included.
Okay.
Like, let me stop.
Okay. Because 45, hey, I get nervous when somebody talk about an hour.
Man, listen.
Hey, listen.
Freak coming out.
Maturity will teach you. It ain't even the minutes, it's the songs.
That doggone freak
How
coming
many,
out.
both how many songs you got?
Yeah, for real.
Hey, have you ever been humbled by Netflix? Listen, I got humbled by Netflix before. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? I start pausing Netflix because I don't want to miss the show. So I think I'm putting in a whole bunch of work, right? But one time, like, I didn't pause it, right? And it just played through.
The minutes.
And I went back, it was like 3.5 minutes. I said, God damn. Because in my
I just think about, do women don't get shame for enjoying sex either. They're not called predators for enjoying sex, but if men start talking about sex, they looked at as predators, and that all they want from women is sex. But once women are bragging about sex or talking about how much they enjoy sex, it's no problem.
I mean, on what type of platform? Like if women start talking about enjoying
anywhere, if they be saying, like if a woman literally says, I love everything about this man, I just didn't enjoy his sex. If a man says, I loved everything about this woman, but her sex was bad, society ain't gonna justify him leaving that woman. They'll say he's shallow.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's more common. I get what you're saying. Yeah, if a chick to say a dude got bad D or something like that, it's way more common.
Hey JB, they literally got a sexual. They talk about being sexually liberated.
Yeah.
If men say they're sexually liberated, you perverts.
Nah, it's true. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They had a slut walk. We've seen, we had people. We had the Million Man March. But that was like you barely talked about, except for from our part of society. But the women had slut walks.
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy?
In my mind, I was there 20 minutes. In my mind, it was 20. It was
my boy. You didn't even get past the dun.
But maturity is learning how both bodies work and getting there in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying this is just the. Hey, we both tired. We got to work in the morning.
Yeah.
But maturity is, I can get you there in about 3.
Yeah.
After you get there, I'm gonna get there about 3.
Yeah.
Then we get into sleep. Now for the special night, 45 sound real good, bro. But
that's
45. That's a workout. Do you take pre-workout before that?
Who, me? No, I'm natty. Like I'm natural. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm.
Can I talk to the camera? That's a joke, y'all. I could 6 minutes. That's not me. That was a joke. I'm not 45.
Bro,
I'm probably about 20,
joke for
25.
Me. Like we gotta start. If you want the men to be honest, let's be honest. It's like, bro, like it's okay. But if you ask anybody, everybody would say, like,
hold on, I'm gonna come right back to this. I think I found what T.O. was talking about. Let me see what T.O. was talking about.
If I could. A brief story. Now, about 10 years ago, my nephew, who was playing on the football team and was a student in mechanical engineering, I used to help him with his mechanical engineering homework. One day, I visited his mother, his mother's home, my sister, in the Philadelphia suburbs. And in the kitchen, he and I had a discussion. And as often happens when brothers get together, the lovely ladies will come up. And he said, Unc.
Exactly what he's talking about.
He said, Unc, I'm here to tell you that the girls on campus, they're whores. I said, wait a minute, nephew.
Oh my God.
We can't talk like that. We have to understand that college is a time of recovery and personal experimentation and things, and we have to keep an open mind here. He said, he cut me off. I understand all that. I'm here to tell you they're whores, And at that moment, he took out his iPhone. Oh shit! And he went to his address book in his iPhone, and he proceeded to show me all the phone numbers of these lovely ladies in the college ranks. And I could see the pictures with their names and whatnot. And he just went through it. Whore, 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 whore. They're all whores, Unc. They're all whores.
Oh my God.
Whore. Now, I couldn't say anything at that point. All I could do was just shake my head. What am I supposed to tell the youth? Okay, and my nephew was a young man at that time. He was in his late teens, early 20s. What am I supposed to tell him when the ladies, like my brother Angry Man said, my brother Stacy Prince, he quoted the great Minister Farrakhan. Listen, the whole culture has taken over Black American society. We now have a shortage. And I was just saying this to my brother Jeff St. James over at the Ask a Brother podcast. I just told him, I said, listen, we now The wifely quality of the Black American Negro female has greatly diminished. That's the truth. We are no longer able in mass numbers. Now, there's some sisters still around. I mean, you hunt, if you hunt really hard enough, you get a microscope out. I mean, you might be able to find a few. But overall, the wifely quality of the Black American Negro woman has greatly diminished. You can now look, if you want a woman that you just want to have some, oh my God, plenty of them out there for that. There are a whole lot of them out there. There's a lot of good time Charlene's out there. Ain't no problem with that. But if you want a woman that's going to be wholesome, going to be a good wife, going to be a good mother, and there's children involved and all the rest of it, man, you up against it. You're going to have a hard time finding a fit, feminine, you all know what I'm going to say, fit, feminine, and friendly sister that's going to, man, my nephew was only like 21 years old, man. He's going through his phone, and all I could hear was Akinelli, put it in your mouth. What am I supposed to say to that? What am I supposed to say to that?
You know what's crazy,
right? Like, protect your
T.O., is that all you want me to show? I think that's all he wanted me to show. That's what I was saying. And JB, it's not just the black. It's not just the black culture, man.
It's not.
It's
all
Western,
chicks.
Yeah, it's the whole United States of these America. I didn't share this.
White chicks probably the worst.
Look, that is what that brother just spoke on. Look, I went to college 20 years ago, and it was so easy. I wasn't in no frat. I went to U of H. I wasn't in no frat. I wasn't no star athlete. But just because of my, people I hung with, it was just so readily easy.
Right.
So if it was easy for me, and I was a young man, it was extremely easy for the women. You see what I'm saying? Until I got in a relationship, and then I had said the same thing. Like so much stuff that you play, bro. I'd be like, was this dude a fly on the wall watching this shit? Because I was telling my stepdad, I'm like, I was like, man, all of these girls down here are they go livers. That's what we call them down here in Texas. Go livers, meaning they getting tossed up, tossed around, wrang out like a wet rag and put over to dry.
Dang.
And that was 20 years ago. So today,
it's bad. I asked the high school kids, I asked the college kids, and I just like, hey man, how are the women? He said, man, everybody having sex with them. They just getting passed around. White boys, black boys, everybody. Like these women just giving up, and they young women just doing every and anything. Like it don't matter at all. And then they want men to still respect them and value them and marry them. That's the thing that's crazy about it. But they have nothing else to offer but a degree and a career and wanting to be a boss babe and an entrepreneur and be like, yo, where the woman part at?
Yeah, that's
Let's
lost.
go. And that's when they go, I need my own identity. I need to follow my own dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we cook for real relationships.
It's over. And if you got a wife, you better hold on tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Better hold on tight. It's going to be very difficult for you, especially if a man loses his wife or loses his woman. It's going to be really tight, especially if she was on your program. I got a little bit with your program, and then she can't take it no more and go back in the streets. It's going to be hard for her to come back, and you know what she's going to have to do to come back as well too. So a lot of times when they leave, it's no coming back, man.
No, that's real.
It don't take that long to do nothing.
45 is crazy.
One of the things that we're talking about, and I want to compartmentalize something real quick because dirty macking, is that dirty macking or is it good parenting?
It's
because when I talk to my daughters or even when I talk to my children, sons included, it's like, yo, bro, like I must tell you what it's going to be like through my experiences.
Exactly.
So is it good parenting or is that still dirty macking? Because your content, that's how we got to it. It's like, yo, you're putting a lot of people on game from female wise and male wise. So
Yeah, and you know what's interesting about that though, because I saw the need. I saw that though. Like before I created Tonight's Conversation, I just had the Ace Metaphor platform, and I still had millions of followers and getting views or whatever. But a lot of people would come to my page and be like, "Bro, what content you got for men? Why is it always one-sided and this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah." And I realized that's because that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I want to talk about. And so the need to create Tonight's Conversation, ironically enough, was born out of the need for me to have another platform where I can have other perspectives brought in, other people that's thinking from different angles to add balance to a conversation without me having to change what my overall core opinions were. And so when we created Tonight's Conversation, that's what I thought made it so dope. When I was picking talent, I'm like, I needed 6, 7, 8, 10 different ass people with different perspectives on relationships, because then now you get into that honest conversation. But if it's just me in front of a camera, I'm going to talk about my truth and what I'm passionate about. And my truth is, be honest with you, people clown me for it, and I don't know why they do, but I was raised by a single mom. And I'm proud as fuck. I'm proud of that. Now, my dad, in the second half of my life, I mean, I talk to him every single day. My dad has had a meaningful influence in my life, so I don't want to discount that. But my perspective is seeing my mom, being raised by my grandma. My cousins were all women, or girls at the time. And so I grew up having an affinity to women and girls in that plight. So that's something that's part of my truth and makes me authentic to my message.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump around real quick, but I want to ask you this too. How did you, vet your co-hosts and cast?
Like you said though, he want to bust them down, but he don't want to take none of them serious.
No,
but he care about his mom and his grandma. He said a single mom, but you gonna go ahead and, you know, continue the role of just busting chicks down, keeping them single, and not taking one, you know, close to you. That's it's contradictory.
It is, and he learned it from her as well too. The way women move as well too. A lot of times when men have single mothers, and I'll give a benefit of doubt, the old school single mothers, but the new school single mothers, they move in a whole different type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they raise their kids, get to see exactly how their mother maneuver, and if she actually respects men or not. A lot of these women do not value and respect men, and they don't prioritize men. They tell their men, they show the boys how to love the women, but they don't show the women how to love the men. You know,
that is true. Yeah.
And so they both end up looking at themselves as flesh, and it's just for having sex. Nobody's emotionally connecting with each other, and you trying to use each other for sex. But as you get older and you want more purpose, you want a deeper meaning, the man starts to actually love because he loved his mother. Most of us loved our mother. She's your first love. But for the women struggle with actually loving the men because they listen to what their mother says since they were a little girl, and their mothers were down in men. They were never taught how to love men. They didn't see a man be loved, but they watched their mother be loved by kids and by people in the community as well too.
Yeah, that's scary.
Then
members, as you was beginning to think that you needed another platform, which inevitably became Tonight's Conversation, how did that vetting process work for you?
Man, the initial vetting process was, I was looking for people that was dope on the internet. I had a vision for it. I had a vision for the voices. The first time I shot Tonight's Conversation, it was in January. I rented out this big art institute, and I had 2 rooms going at the same time. And I think I had brought like 40 people from all over the country. I had poets, I had comedians, I had people that were in the relationship space. And so my vetting process, a lot of it started from people that I already knew. Just Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine. Me and Trip Fontaine we'd have worked together many times. Real Talk the Poet, K-Love the Poet, so on and so forth. TC from Houston, I already knew him. I had done a tour with him. So a lot of it was my friends. Then I reached out to certain influencers that I felt like was dominant on the space. Keita Rose was dominant in the space at the time. Randy Rosario. Then we had Rico. We had all these different people that came in. And so through doing that and having those different perspectives, we ended up just figuring out who the audience liked the most. And then we ended up creating more of a consistent cast from that point. But the vetting process, I'm saying,
do you ever watch Tonight's Conversation?
No, I've seen clips or whatnot of it, but I never watched it.
It's typically like an echo chamber. There's not really no pushback on there. You know, it'll do a little bit, and sometimes certain
you see people in the crowd like might ask a question.
Ask certain questions, and
then somebody on stage will start preaching to them.
That's what typically is.
Yeah,
they always try to say something that's like a catchy soliloquy where it's like rhyming words where they thinking they saying something deep, and it's really a lot of people in the audience.
Yeah.
I hate to say, let me see how to word this. They're very susceptible, easily manipulated. Like it's like when people used to go to pay for Tony Robbins classes and he's really not giving you the real gems on how to make money, and it's like they just keep coming to get more for the sensationalism and just to be in a crowd of people who are lost just like them. But yeah, I watch it. It's comedy to me.
Yeah, the combination is like pandering and excellent talkers. If you're a really good talker, you can sell people on things. That's what I'm noticing. When you look at tonight's conversation, everybody has a way of speaking. It grabs them and makes them feel really good. And then once you get the right message down that reinforces people's either, bad traits or whatnot, it sits them there and then they stuck in it at that point. That's what I'm noticing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If somebody can't catch my eye, then they can't be on the platform.
Just your attention as
like I needed to scroll through.
Yeah.
And you caught my eye.
Yeah.
And then you had something to say. Like you had to have had something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Too many times we worried about, and this is a conversation you probably bring up, but too many times we worried about this and that and if people gonna like it or no. I wanted you to have something to say whether people liked what you said or not.
Yeah.
Whenever you talked on this platform, I wanted it to be impactful, and I wanted you to be unapologetic about it. So
somebody brought up Trip, like the Trip Fontaine guy. He would address certain things and give pushback to the ladies, but he would still fall in that trap sometimes too, and then try to make the man look bad. But he'll give some type of pushback, and I've heard like Trill, he'll give some pushback too as well too. But a lot of times, again, they'll endorse what the ladies are saying and thinking. But those two that I've seen give pushback on certain episodes is Trill and Trip Fontaine. But everybody else, and that Keita Rose, she'll get pushback.
Oh yeah, she did. She gave pushback. Yeah, Keita
get pushback too.
Now the people that gave pushback, are they still on the show now?
Yeah, only Keita Rose is.
Yeah,
Trip Fontaine not.
No, yeah, because they had a big issue that happened with Ace Metaphor. There was a big debacle where he was doing some extra stuff. And then he had a problem with Keita Rose, not Kitty Rose.
Yeah, Keita.
And then she tried to expose him and say stuff about him, but it didn't work out the way she thought it would work out. And then he recast the people, and it looked like it's just becoming big again or bigger.
I remember that.
Look, so the debacle. Let's try to let me try to put my words eloquently. Basically, it was some fraternizing in the workplace, so to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying. But the person who said it can be seen as a liar too. Keita Rose is extremely messy, so the person who said it could seem like she may be lying as well too. But the way he conducts himself and how we see how he converses right here, it would kind of lead towards that way. You know what I'm saying? The way he said he was sleeping around and eating women out too. He was saying that his jaws would be hurt and stuff like that. Having women give access. He said it. Why would you brag about that just with random women as well too?
And dude was a freak, man.
And the thing is, it seeps out just like a little bit, and then he'll say, I'm just playing. No, the truth come out in jokes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when a man has power and influence, and people coming to see, people coming to pay, DMs, ticket sales, city to city, he damn near like an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We know what's going on, but he'll try to. He speaks the language of women, and that's how he keep the business going. He Derrick Jackson 2.0.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, he got the power and the clout, but he using it to bust down.
That was one of the things that drew me to.
What you say, JB?
No, I said he got the power and the clout, and he using it to bust down more and more chicks.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
Get to Kitty Rose, when we get to Trill AC, when I was able to like just go to their content, I'm like, bro, they saying something.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to watch the whole 60 seconds. Mm-hmm. Everybody that I've ever had on our platform is because I became a fan of their talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to.
There's something about how you move. Like one of the questions in pre-production that I asked, I was like, did you pledge?
I did not. So like, I wish I did. that's one of my biggest regrets, because I went to community college.
Okay.
And so we didn't have
a chapter.
Bust down some more checks.
Yeah.
But you know, you can still pledge.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
And I know I didn't pledge any of the colors that, you know, people may, you know, warrant, but I did pledge to myself. You can't say who you are leaning towards or not. Okay, say less.
Take a guess. You got what? You got 4 tries. I mean, you got 1 out of 4 chance. What would you say?
I wouldn't. Okay. I don't want to disrespect. Bro, I done got burnt by doing things.
Nobody got a guess?
I don't know the fraternity life. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's just one of those things that it's better to just be quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'll tell you this. I'll give you a hint. When I was 18, I went down to Alabama for, I think it was called the Magic City Classic. Shit was jumping. And I remember that was the first time I had got introduced to Greek life. It wasn't in the sense of what they did as far as community work, and because, you know, that wasn't on display then, because I mean, obviously it was a big weekend football game, whatever. Right. And I remember going to this party, and I had seen them up on stage, and let's just say they not historically known for being pretty boys, okay? But I remember seeing them on stage and just thinking, them dudes are cool, right? But then after noticing it, a lot of influential people in my life in Dayton, Ohio were that same fraternity. And then when I started getting around and knowing how they moved and this, that, and other, got me really, really interested in it. So long story short, I got one in mind if I ever did it.
Yeah, that's good to kind of mention, because transparently speaking, being a person like myself, I've always valued what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it comes with a lot of like, independence. But then as you mature and you start seeing yourself, or you start seeing why other people do certain things, it's like, that's not that bad. And realizing that everybody wants to belong to something. And when you build a community, no matter if it's a sorority or a fraternity, that's people's allegiance, emotional allegiance to something. And I can't say at all times in my life I approved it, but as the person that I am now, I'm like, I like that. I can respect a good fraternity that has good morals, because it takes you to go through something and not be in a fraternity.
What did you think about fraternities? Did you go to college, JB? Oh, you won't? I can't.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I went to Savannah State for a little while, but then I ended up switching majors, and I went into a different field. But yeah, I worked when I was young, I worked at Sears. I was a salesman, and all my buddies and whatnot, we all went to Savannah State. And I was going to join the fraternity, but I did not like the hazing process that I was about to be introduced to.
Yeah, I couldn't get down with that.
I said F that. But I had a buddy that was a beta. I was supposed to be a beta, but I never joined.
They wanted you to pay to get hazed. They wanted you to pay to get humiliated. They wanted you to pay to basically dehumanize you and put you down and build you up like you in the army or some shit. They say it's for networking and relationships, but I still was able to network, and without doing all that, without any of that.
Yeah, they had me pull up to somewhere in the woods near a football stadium. I was on my way to work on Sunday. I pulled up, and I went in, I walked the path into the woods, and I saw them had like 5 dudes lined up, like their shirts was off, and they had to drink like a jug of like some pink stuff, almost looked like Pepto-Bismol. I saw that, I was like, oh hell no. I started grabbing my phone. I was like, hey man, I got some family stuff coming up. I gotta go. So I never called Buddy back after that. Once I saw that, it was weird.
No, it's and then once I started learning the history on it, I'm glad I did get in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel that.
What's going on, man? What's up, family?
What up?
What's the word, man? What's the word?
Shit, man.
Nah, long hair don't care.
Long hair. Oh, long hair.
Retwisted.
It's wash day, you know.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Do you braid your hair?
No, I just been keeping it in a ponytail. I'm trying this new thing, trying to keep it healthy, wash it once a week, you know. And just like kind of take care of it every night, see how long it can get.
You put some juices and berries in it?
Juices and berries.
I wish.
Hey, let me know what your perm.
Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
That's funny.
You had anything? You had anything on the conversation? I know I saw you in the chat, man. You had anything on it? I know something be on your mind. You got to get it out.
No, I was trying to listen, but then I just was like kind of taking care of my hair, so I kind of got lost. But I don't even know where you're at right now.
Right now, they talking about frats and fraternities. Like when I was in college, I ain't end up joining the frat. I ain't like the whole process and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing away from anybody joining the frat as well. It just wasn't for me. The whole process wasn't for me.
Yeah. They got some strong communities, man. But I just didn't, like I said, down here, the practices that they was trying to do for me to get into it, I'm like, that's just not for me. I'm not gonna do all that. I'll join. I'll pay the money if I got to do that. I'll do all the meetings, but I'm not doing all the hazing shit. Like I'm not down with that.
Hey, Mont, somebody said, hold on. Look, they said, boom, 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 boom. Now tell me what you gonna do. See me at the crossroads so you won't be lonely. And I'm gonna miss everybody. And I'm gonna miss everybody.
Yo,
that's funny.
Long hair, man.
And realize the power of a fraternity, and like all the guys who are, hey, yo, they get in this network and they say like, yo, bro, I need help at volunteerism. And that's the dope side that people don't see about it. And that's really creating change for, you know, African-Americans who have this, you know, I'm my own person.
But can I speak to that?
Please.
That is why, I mean, even if it's not a fraternity, that's one of the biggest things that I wish I had differently is a community or a network of like-minded people. Like I've discussed, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Everything I've ever done, I've never had funding. I've never took a loan. I never had scholarships. I didn't have a person that was in arm's reach that were more successful than I was, that would get me on and let me know the potential pitfalls. Everything that I was doing was trial and error.
Right.
And so when you have that community person, or you got that network of people, even being in a space like Atlanta or whatever, where you have people that are doing that, you can reach out, hey, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about, you know, people look at the shows now. Some shows that get 9,000 people in New York, but you don't look at Montgomery, Alabama, where we only got 700 people. And I don't even want to tell you how much money I lost there. And so like when you're going through that process of figuring it out on your own, there's so many lessons that you could have avoided if you had somebody there.
Expedited.
Yeah, and then you could have made sure you had this together because you need this to avoid a problem that's coming. Sure. You don't see it now. And so like that's one of the things. Community is something that I wish I embraced earlier.
Because a lot of times in any type of endeavor, trial and error is going to happen.
Yep.
And having resources to eliminate those trials and errors, some of them is inevitable. It's going to happen and you can't avoid it.
One more thing. But the reason I'm glad I didn't sometimes is because I didn't want to have voices telling me I couldn't. There are so many people right now, my episodes are not on YouTube for people to watch. It's behind a paywall. And I imagine if I had told people that in the beginning, because it was so robotic just to say, all right, we're going to put it on YouTube and this, that, and other. That was just the way people were doing it. Advertisement dollars, corporate, this, you can't do it this way. What if I had this brilliant idea and I went to somebody and at the genesis, before I even tried it, they shut it down. So there is some type of solace of me saying, okay, the reason I was able to chart this rather unique path is because I didn't have influences telling me that I couldn't.
For sure.
You know,
I want to get to a point where it's evident that you have a way of words. Where did that come from?
Man, I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. So like they used to have this thing called the Theocratic Ministry School, where you would have 5 minutes to give a talk to the congregation. and you would have to make a middle, ending, end. You'd have to read scriptures in between. And then I used to have to knock on doors, and I used to have to convince people to take a watchtower on the wake.
Have you heard the news?
I know. And so like you end up having to communicate well. You end up needing to tell people why you're there and what benefit you can give to them. And then
I like how
I started
he
liking poetry. I started writing.
I like how he correlated his like more church background to his speaking ability as well. That kind of goes back to pastors sometimes in the pulpit, that same form of talking and convincing and pandering a little bit.
Is that the politician? They used to try. They used to when I was in college, a lot of the church members used to try to recruit me to come and do go do like mentorship for some of the kids, but then they were trying to get me like to try to attempt to possibly be a pastor, but I won't go in that direction. And then they were trying to get me to do public speaking. A lot of other people tried to get me to do public speaking for them as well too. But people might not believe me, man. But when I first started doing speaking, man, hey, my first ever like doing a speech in classroom, and I shut down. Like,
oh shit, and you good, you great at it, man. So
thank you. No, but I'm telling y'all, they say that most people are scared of public speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's one of people's top 5 fears is speaking publicly. But when my first time I had to talk in front of a whole bunch of people, and I don't know what happened when I got in high school.
Yeah,
I started my speech. I said, and I just put my head down.
Ali.
I ain't gonna lie. They was like,
hey, come get this nigga, man.
I'm telling y'all, it was embarrassing. And then when I got to college, though, I started putting myself out there a lot, just talking in front of people because I was good talking with people. I don't know why that happened.
It'd be a mental thing. It's really a mental thing a lot of the times.
Check this
talking
out.
to somebody, you reading something. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Drew.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go finish.
No. Go ahead. See,
what it is, when you know what you're speaking of, that gives you the confidence. So like when it comes to history, when I know what I'm speaking about, when I know history, statistics, and especially when it comes to this type of subject, relationship dynamics, that's what I've had dreams. I don't know if y'all familiar.
Oh, you
Rashid,
you
I learned a lot
robotic.
from him.
Who is it?
Again, Tariq Nasheed.
Oh, Tariq Nasheed. Oh, yeah. Hidden Colors.
Yeah, the Hidden Colors. That took me down the wormhole of history. So and that's when I just started learning, and then I started having dreams of speaking in front of large crowds. I know Ali done dreamed about it because Ali, a wonderful speaker. And you yourself the same. When you know what you're speaking of, even Monty, when you have the experience of it, and then the wisdom, and then you go naturally do the research, you can't help but share the knowledge.
That is true. Yeah. If it's constantly, it's already in your brain or whatnot, and you already been reading it consistently, you've been talking about it all your life or whatnot, it's just gonna flow at that point. So I get exactly what you're saying, from. Oh, you muted, Ali.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
By the time I got to college, but I was speaking everywhere. People, like sitting at in the cafeteria, people trying to sit next to you, having talk. Because I was talking, like I was a talker.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened that day. I was supposed to give a speech.
So I just put the head down.
On a senior project or something. And I said, man, I just put my head down. Like
you was a senior in college at this time? Or high school?
In high school.
Oh, high school. Okay, yeah.
I was it was embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Much love to my brother, Infinite Source Management, with a $10 super chat. I'm advocating a lot of men building their wolf pack. Much love to you, my brother, with a $10 super chat.
We just got $10, kinfolk. You know what that means, right? We back on our feet again. I ain't gonna hold you. Support be healing people.
But I'm good now. Like you good too. None of y'all never had no fear publicly speaking. Y'all ain't.
Oh yeah, no, I did. No, I definitely did.
Did you have a moment before too, or you ain't never had to worry? You ain't had to worry about that.
I don't know. I feel like when I got in a situation, I just kind of overcame it. But I never really had no crazy situation where I just didn't do it. Like I always still did it, but I just felt uncomfortable doing it though.
How about you, Mutt?
I never did it, but I feel like it would be pretty easy for me. I only say that because like I didn't want to come on panels before I came on panels, but then once I got here, I'm more comfortable talking to people. So I think that I think I will be able to be relaxed and do it. I could be wrong though, but I think it's all about being relaxed or not. So.
I'm tired of him, man.
And as long as I don't threaten him, I can say what I want. Am I correct?
Yes.
We sick and tired of that nigga there.
The man can do anything he put his mind to, man.
The juice is in the berries, man.
Y'all see, I was watching Kirk what's his name? T.
Franklin?
No. I knew you were gonna say that. No, the comedian.
Oh, TK Kirkland?
TK Kirkland. And he was talking about the TRAN community. And he was saying that you know, he respecting people because whatever you believe in, whatever you put your mind to, anything is possible. You can be what you want to be. You know, you ain't see that clip.
Which community?
The trans community.
Oh, that one. Okay.
He said, that the number one thing or the things they can teach the people that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve, you know?
Yeah, I haven't seen that clip.
Yeah. I got to show y'all that clip. That's kind of funny. But
You know, one thing I do acknowledge about some of them people is like the courage to like put a fucking dress on randomly at the age of fucking 40 is crazy.
It's crazy.
And walk outside with a beard. I think that's the craziest. Like,
do you think it's harder to be a trans or a man in today's society? Like an actual man too.
I'm gonna say it's harder to be a trans man.
It's hard to be a trans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
have one at my place.
I would say that a lot of men
in my place is crazy.
No. That's why I say I couldn't finish the statement. I couldn't finish the statement.
Look, real men.
Hold on, True. Hold on,
True. Let me finish.
Yeah, let me finish this up. I got one at my place of business that has went through the surgery, the cut and the inside out. Yeah, they just did that, which is crazy.
Go ahead, True.
Oh, go ahead, True.
Being a real masculine man is not accepted.
You eat some chicken wings? You eat some chicken wings?
Nah, this just a cheese pizza. It's Friday.
He said cheese pizza.
But
I think
being a real masculine man not accepted, but being, you know, whatever else that's not what you are, what you came out the womb, that is accepted.
So I feel like it depends on what place you in too. Like masculinity is still accepted in certain places or industries. You know, now when it comes to women, of course, you know, they view some of it as like toxic. But when you talk about some of these industries, like, you know, firefighting, if you oil rigging or if you're a police officer, I think it's definitely accepted in those places, and it's a benefit too. So I think it all depends.
I think that's a hyperbolic statement. No, not yours, but Truth, to think that like I get it. You know, we kind of going through something with masculinity right now, but that shit ain't like wearing a fucking dress behind a cash register. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. Everybody gonna look at him like he's crazy.
But the burden of me and the man and all the things that come with being the man versus just putting on a dress, I would think it's harder to be a man. And a lot of times they may go towards putting on the dress because how hard it is to be a man.
Well, it depend on what place you at as a man too. You know, your height, your look, all that shit is gonna matter as well. Now, if you're a man that might be on the below average side, it might be a little bit harder. But if you are gifted, you definitely gonna have it a whole lot better.
What responsibility do they have?
What do you mean by that?
Versus the ridicule and responsibility that an actual man has. You know, you have to protect, provide, invest in society.
Yeah.
You have to build, you have to take care of your family, you have to live and die for other individuals, where a person.
But if he's a single man, he really don't have to really do too much, though, if you really think about it. He's just going to exist at that point. You know, if he doesn't have a family or kids, anything, he's
no. I'm talking about the man versus the trans. What is the trans responsibility? You could just wear
really
the dress.
no, you're right. It ain't nothing.
They have it's no responsibility. You
They
don't have,
trying
and
to
you don't
pretend.
have to have one. The only responsibility you have is to pretend or pretend to act like you're a woman. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. They're gonna get coddlement. You
Yeah.
can't say things to them because if you do, you're gonna get, depending on if you at work, you might get fired the whole nine. You're
Yeah.
gonna get,
Good thing I started my own business.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, no,
I
it's
get it.
rough. Yeah, at my place of business, man. Yeah, it's wild when it comes to that situation for sure.
I dig it, but I take the problems I got. Like I'm not switching. I wouldn't switch places for nothing. Like
I wouldn't either.
Of course, but it's still it's more difficult lifestyle.
I don't think the lifestyle is more difficult. I think that we do have more responsibility, but I don't think that's not
Man, whatever.
I think a lot of different men are in different positions, and I know me personally, I've always thrived in being in tough positions. It's just it's how I operate.
It's exact. Me too. It's natural for you. So
Yeah.
you don't really take in consideration how much you had to go through to be you, and how much you still gonna have to go through to be you too as well. You know what I'm saying? It just don't feel. You know what? If you ever reflect on the way people feel when you address people or when we address people, and the amount of pushback you get from just online too, and not just forget just real life. Like most people can't handle that.
Yeah,
that is true.
One thing I do think is I think I don't know if I can say this shit. I think a lot of those people are missing a loose screw, if that makes sense. So
yeah,
I think that that's another reason why I think it's a little bit easier because I'm smart. Like I'm not stupid. And I think a lot of them are kind of stupid.
Who?
The community, the TRAN. Yeah, I think a lot of them are like just like when you listen to some of them talk, you're like, oh dang, a lot of y'all is like
ignorant.
Yeah. Now I think it's actually like a legitimate
it's a mental issue.
You think
yeah,
for a lot of them.
I think I'll say it's a cognitive issue, and I think it's a certain encounters they had that make them believe that as well too. But a lot of people that engage in that behavior, they end up wanting to transition back, and they have transition regret as well too. People don't talk about that. They have resentment, and because a lot of people help them more to transition than to not transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll reinforce their idea that they have about themselves to say that no, you should feel like that. That's what you are. Yeah, go ahead and continue the process. Not telling them all the dangers that can come out of that after you fully transition over. You get the top and the bottom half done, and then after a while, you start thinking of yourself, and then you kind of cook, and you might cook yourself. Just being honest, that happens a lot of the time too. So
right, because
I was even outside of like the issue of them wanting to change sexes, right? Outside of that issue, like when you just listen to a lot of them talking their arguments, and it's just like, yo, that's retarded. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. Probably.
Damn,
that's like
killing all the words. Look, he hit that with all the words, boy. My video about to turn red.
My bad.
No monetization. All that monetization. Oh, they taking all my stuff away.
Let's clean it up. Hold on. So up until 1975, I believe it was considered a mental illness until that group of people basically paid the mental illness people to be like, hey, don't call it mental illness anymore. So once they was able to put money behind it, they were able to basically legitimize their lifestyle. So we know, I always say if a dog come around here saying meow, or a bird is trying to swim, doing something opposite of what nature intended it to be, it's operating out of order, and it's just as simple. So if screw loose, the R word, is just they're operating opposite of what nature intended.
Yeah, I noticed TikTok is filled with a lot of that too.
Man, you can't have so the people who identify as that or people in the community, it's very difficult to have conversations with them They'll kick you in your throat, hit you and kick you in your nuts online. I'm talking about online, just being funny for real. Like they'll get you up out of there. You come in there and they like, tell us why you don't believe. Soon as you tell them why you don't believe,
get him out of here.
That man, get that man out of here. Like it's like, yo, y'all say y'all trying to have a conversation.
You got somebody in your own house coming with a bag over your head, taking you out of here.
Nah, for real, it's crazy. You be like,
yeah, it's crazy after that.
I think that's the crazy part of when people who don't naturally have power feel like they've gotten some sort of power. Like for example, like when TikTok is a crazy place, like with the women on there. Like women on there power trip like a motherfucker because they're on a platform, so they have some sort of power and they just go crazy with it. Like they crazy over there. I wouldn't even talk to the motherfuckers over there.
But that's why I stopped going on even the man platforms too. Like they be platforming them, like they let them go crazy. So I stopped going. And truth was on me on some of them. I'd be like, oh, this is a man. I thought this was a safe space for men. Like the man can't even control them either. I was like, nah, I ain't coming here. No, I'm serious. I'm not going on nobody's show on TikTok, man or woman, because they be harboring them. Ask truth, yo. They be, I be like, yo,
it's Guantanamo Bay. It's Normandy. It's Normandy. I'm talking about
it's
fire
bad,
coming from everywhere.
I'm gonna get back on there, but it's I mean, it make you iron sharpens iron. It make you amazing. You keep going to TikTok.
What Monty said is because they run TikTok because they don't run their lives. I always say, I always come up in there, I hit them with the truth, and I back up out of it. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get back to my life being wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be on this hoe crying and arguing because your life not together. Individuals
so
like
it's
us,
like the lives they be on, or like lives,
Oh, yeah.
like live streams.
you can go live and then they'll make a prompt that's a lot of time rage bait. You know what I'm saying? That to get people into the room.
Oh man, then rage bait is crazy.
And then boom, and then it's off to the races.
I ain't know it was like that on TikTok.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Man, go on yo. I'm like, man, he.
Hey, it sharpens your skills. It will sharpen your skills.
Damn.
So,
it definitely will, but I mean, it's not for the faint of heart, man.
I feel that.
They'll destroy you. If you ain't got, if you made out of glass,
yeah.
right. No, I'm dead serious, man. But y'all, I'm gonna come back to I gotta handle some stuff. I really wasn't gonna do a live today, but I try to go. I'll catch y'all on the next episode. It's good to see you, family. It's good to see you, JB.
hey,
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Email you, bro, because I need to holler at you, Ali.
Me? It's my name. It's my name. The number's 31. Anybody want to hit me up? Any topics, anything? Just want to hit me up. It's dang, I spelled it wrong. I gotta do it again. Ilkan Ali 31 at gmail.com.
All right, 31 Gmail. All right, I got you.
Yes, sir.
Peace, fellas.
All right, man.
Peace, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I put truth on there, like it's his show. I was supposed to do a live today, but I might not do a live. I won't go live till probably. Well, no. I'll probably do a live tomorrow. I'll probably do a live tomorrow morning, afternoon, and probably take it to the super panel. I think that's what I'll do. But I didn't do this live today. I won't about to do no live all week until Friday. Because I got some business to attend to. But I'm gonna stop this one. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. Much love to y'all, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the contributions. And again, thank you for everybody that always come out and always show out as well, too. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right. Much love to y'all.
I've been walking through the fire with my head up hard aligned, Every scar became a scripture, every tear a deeper sign. They try to silence the truth, try to ban what's real and right, but the louder they deny us, the brighter we ignite. All is standing on his word, Fatty standing on the line. Still we do it for the people, still we never waste the time. Hey. They counted us out, but we counted the cost. Never lost a mission, even when we lost a lot. Truth in our lungs, hope in our stride. We don't move with fear, we move with God inside. Oh, still untouchable, can't break what's chosen. Still untouchable, truth stays spoken. Our hands to the sky, feel the rise when we come through. Still untouchable, we level up for you. Hey. Untouchable, we ride. Untouchable, for the truth. Untouchable, yeah. Untouchable, untouchable, we yeah. Untouchable, ooh. Untouchable, yeah. Every step is elevation, still grounded where we came. We don't fall for reputation, we don't run from saying names. Organ crying like a prayer, violence know how it feels. Tambourine shaking the ceiling, every note remind what's real. They said power changed the soul, but it sharpened our resolve. If we eating, then the people. If we winning, then it's all. No crown without the weight, no shine without the scars. We speak light into the dark, turn the wounds into the art. Still untouchable, heaven knows us. Still untouchable, doors stay open. From the struggle to the summit we break through. Still untouchable, we rise for the truth. Untouchable, right. Untouchable, right. Untouchable, hey. Untouchable, 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 oh. Untouchable, hey. I sing for the ones who've been silenced, I cry for the nights we survived. Every note is a promise kept. We are proof that faith multiplies. Ooh.